It's time for Class 2 District 9 basketball from the Lakeway Physical Education Facility. Our games brought to you by Town & Country Supermarkets, Richland School District, Post Pond, the Marys County Bank, Ed Morris Ford, the Iberia School District, A to Z Exterminating, the Bank of Crocker, the Lakeway School District, Shelter Insurance Agents John Gregory and Dave Holland, Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, the Stoutland School District, the Pulaski County Health Center, Angie Hale Bail Bonds, Seeger Toyota, Memorial Chapels of Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland, the Plato School District, Hull's Furniture Outlet, St. Robert Auto Supply, Domino's Pizza of St. Robert, and Lowe's Chevrolet. Let's hoop it up at Lakeway for district basketball.
And a very good evening to you and yours here at Lakeway High School. Of course, we are awaiting the start of our first girls semifinal here tonight, the Class 2 District 9 girls semifinals. It will be the number 1 seed, Crocker Lady Lions, taking on the number 4 seeded Lakeway Lady Hornets. Again, Connor Harbin here with you tonight, flying solo on 97.9 The Source as we get your starting lineups here for this one. First one out for Lakeway, that'll be Kaylin Jones. Starting here for Crocker, that will be Olivia Hayes. Alexis Shelton will get the start here for Lakeway, as will Emma Ruth here for Crocker, of course. Lakeway's next starter, that'll be Emma Tolbert. Also out there for Crocker, looks like it'll be Carly York. Fourth starter here for Lakeway will once again be Olivia Bovinglow. Final starter here, should I say fourth starter here for Crocker, that will be the sophomore Gretchen Candy. Final starter for Lakeway will be Adrienne Miller. And then a final starter here for Crocker will be Lexi Ament. Crocker coached by Tom Bildner, his first season as the Crocker girls head coach. Lakeway coached by Brittany Matlock, her first season as the Lakeway girls head coach. Again, the semifinals, the Class 2 District 9 basketball tournament. Crocker receiving a first round bye. Lakeway, of course, they defeated Vienna back on Monday to get to where they are now. Top 4 seeds proving to be as such. No upsets in the opening round, so we'll see if Lakeway can pull off that first seeded upset here in this contest. Our officials are ready to go. It will be Shelton to jump here for Lakeway. It will be, looks like, York to jump for Crocker. Our official approaches the circle, opening tips away, and it's going to be won by Crocker as it's going to be brought up the center of the floor here by the freshman Lexi Ament. Off to Ruth, now Olivia Hayes, sophomore on the left wing. Here's Ruth again, top of the key, going over to her right, into the corner now, on over to Hayes. Hayes on inside here to Candy. Candy back out to Hayes. Hayes, a big pump fake there, brought it back down, off to Candy. Mid-range jumper, left it short, bounce off the front of the rim, bounces back into the hands here of, I believe that was York. She'll be fouled, and head to the line shooting 2. So York at the line here. Foul was called on Emma Tolbert, her first. Team first as York misses the first. Second one up and away is good. And Crocker will open up the scoring here tonight. 1-0. 30 seconds into this first quarter on the left wing here. It is going to be Olivia Bovinglow. Over to Kaylin Jones, and on the right wing, Shelton. To the baseline now, Tolbert, right wing, over to Shelton. Shelton, one dribble, top of the key, Jones. To the elbow now, and off to Bovinglow. Bovinglow on to Shelton once again, back to the wing, Jones. Trying to go inside the lane. Instead, they'll go wing to wing on over to Shelton. Top of the key, Jones. Left elbow now, Bovinglow. Mid-range jumper, backboard, no good. Loose rebound, out of bounds. It will be Crocker ball. Just a short programming note, if you're listening to us here on YouTube. Of course, we have the backdoor stream, if you will. You still hear all the ads and the like. You're trying to find us on the radio, should say. Just know we are experiencing some technical difficulties. So, going to continue the broadcast out here. And, of course, we'll pick you on up on the radio as soon as we can get on. Three-pointer from the corner. Olivia Hayes is good. First shot from the field tonight for the Lady Lions, and it's a 4-0 Crocker lead. Bovinglow, left wing, top of the key, Jones. Of course, because of our technical difficulties, I'll have to have all the exposition later on for you. Three-pointer missed from the right wing, rebounded by the Lions. At the half-court line, it's Emma Ruth again. Right side, Candy, and over now to Hayes. Hayes in the corner, already 1-3 here tonight. Again, top of the key, Ruth. 2 dribbles to her right, now double-teamed on the wing, but finds Hayes top of the key. Hayes has it poked loose, but picks it back up now. Goes on over to Ruth. Ruth going to bring it to the elbow. Back out to the corner. Candy. Candy spins to her left, to the wing, Ruth. Crocker taking their time. Now there's a three-pointer from Candy. Rims out. Foul off the rebound here. It's going to be charged to, looks like Carly York. We've got our officials from Monday here tonight. I wonder how that'll affect the outcome of the game here tonight. Of course, on Monday we had lots and lots of fouls. Compare that to Tuesday, we had a little bit of a tighter whistle, so to speak. Didn't have nearly as many calls. Of course, these teams will have to adjust accordingly. Left baseline here, Tolbert, 1 dribble, back out to the wing, Shelton. Top of the key, Jones, driving on in, out to Miller. Miller looking for 3, nothing but net. Lakeway on the board with their first basket tonight, and that'll cut the Crocker lead to 1. 4-3, 2.5 minutes in to quarter number 1. Right side here, Candy, big pump fake, drives on in. Off to Ament, back to Candy. Might have been a traveling call, but the ball was knocked out of bounds here by Miller. Trying to get it on over to the wing. Crocker catches a couple breaks. They'll inbound here from the sideline. Candy to do so. Hard pass to the corner. Hayes had a lot of time for it. Didn't want to take the 3 after all. She'll hand it off here to Ruth. Ruth a handoff. Ament to the left elbow. Goes all the way in. Floater from about 7 is good. Lexi Ament on the board here. She's one to watch here tonight. Again, Ament has been a big reason why Crocker has been able to exceed expectations and then some here this season. This Crocker team was not thought of as a potential number 1 seed. Though here's a shot off the block. Alexis Shelton good for 2. Brings it back to 1 here, 6-5. Near the volleyball line, it's Ruth. Floating a pass into the corner here. Hayes brings it down to the wing. Now a ball kicked here by Jones. Crocker will inbound from the sideline, almost halfway through this first quarter of play. First of 2 games here tonight. Again, this is your 1-4 matchup. We'll have 2-3 to follow it up. It will be Richland and Iberia. That game coming up at about 7:30. Here at the top of the key, Ruth. Now on over to Hayes on the left wing. Top of the key, Ruth again. To the right side here, Candy. Top of the key, Ruth. Ruth, 1 dribble to the corner now. Hayes. Hayes, deep 3, too far. Although it's rebounded offensively here by Ruth. Long Crocker possession here. Here's back to Hayes in the corner. Here comes the lob. Too much on it. Stolen here by Miller. Crocker the home team, so they're wearing the whites tonight. Here's a ball tipped out of bounds by Ruth. Lakeway will just re-inbound here from the sideline. Lakeway and their bright reds. And, of course, the white numbering and trim. First substitution of the game here for Lakeway. In comes Addison West. She'll replace Tolbert for now as Jones will take the inbounds pass and toss it off to Shelton. Here's Bovinglow, left wing. Here's Shelton again, back to Bovinglow. Bovinglow, 1 dribble to her right, now on the elbow. In some traffic, ball ripped away, loose. Poked into the backcourt by Ruth, but Shelton's there to run it down first. Has it stripped again by Ruth, out of bounds. It will be still Lakeway basketball. 6-5 our score, 3:35 left to go here in the first. Bovinglow, left wing, trying to put Lakeway out in front. Pass across the lane here to Jones. Jones left the layup long, missed it. But Crocker trying to get the outlet. They will not throw it away. Ball was actually tipped. But they will take it here on the baseline. A little bit of danger there on that outlet pass. But we'll still come back here with the Lady Lions. Lady Lions 20-6 on the season. Of course, Lakeway 14-11 with last night's, Monday's win over Vienna. Ruth, hard pass inside. York off the right block, simply turns around and puts it in off the right side of the glass. 4-2. York's first shot from the field. 3 points now here for York. 3-point Crocker lead, 8-5. 3-pointer, Bovinglow trying to tie this one up off the rim. Rebounded though by West. Her shot's no good. Rebounded this time by Miller. She'll be fouled. And it's 2 free throws here for Adrienne Miller. Foul's going to be charged to Emma Ruth, it looks like, who picks up her first, team second. Again, as Adrian Miller stands at the line, hits the first. Miller now with 4. And she'll try again here. Emma Tolbert back in the game, replacing Bovinglow. Looks like we got a sub incoming for Crocker as well. Tessa Danielson will check in. She'll replace Olivia Hayes. So both teams making their first moves. As Miller puts up the second here. Rims out, rebounded by Candy, and we'll get a push from behind called against Lakeway. 8-6 now, and Lakeway will be charged with its second team foul. It looks like that's going to be the second here on Tolbert. Tolbert fouled out of the game on Monday, and again is quickly into foul trouble here tonight. 2:40 left to go here in this first quarter. Ruth top of the key, left side, on over to Danielson. To the corner here, Ament. Ament driving baseline, off to York. York shot blocked. Ball's loose on the floor here. Everybody dives on it. We'll get a jump. Arrow points toward Lakeway. Again, as we continue to work through our technical difficulties back in the studio, I'm told the internet might be out at the station. Of course, that'll do it. So again, if you're catching us on the back door, well, first of all, how'd you find us? We don't advertise this. And second of all, welcome. Our own little private stream for tonight. Miller, three-pointer, right corner, no good. High rebound, we'll get a push off the rebound. Got a particular shining to the push off the rebound. Resulted in 4 of our 5 fouls tonight. This one's going to be charged here too. Addison West. West will pick up her first, team third. Bovinglow back to the scoring table for Lakeway. She'll check in, but for now, it's Crocker dribbling up the floor. Ruth pass to the right wing here. Candy can't bring it in. Just an errant pass. It's Lady Hornet ball. So Bovinglow back in. Who does she replace? Looks like she replaces Jones. Crocker again, just the one substitution thus far. Lakeway a little more active with that bench at the moment. So we cross the 2-minute mark here in this first, still 8-6. Lakeway trying to tie or take the lead. Pass to the left wing, Bovinglow. Bovinglow on into the corner here to West. West off to Miller. Miller on the left elbow. Gets around York. Shot blocked by Candy, but they'll say she got her on the arm. It's a foul on Candy and 2 more free throws. So Candy picks up the foul, her first, team third. And then Miller stands back at the line here, shooting 2. Already 1 for 2 tonight. Make that 2 for 3. Hits the first. Leads back to 1 here, 8-7. Second free throw on its way. That one also good. And Miller has tied it up here at 8 apiece. Miller already with 6 points here in this contest. So tied up at 8 here. It's Ruth. Dribbles around top of the key here. Over to the right wing, Candy. To the corner now, on over to Danielson. Danielson to the right wing, back over now to Ruth. Ruth to her left. She'll be guarded here by Laya Thier, who checked in after that first free throw earlier. 3-pointer from the corner, missed by Danielson. And it's rebounded by the Lady Hornets. Lakeway trying to take the lead here. On the left wing, it's Bovinglow. Cross-court pass to Miller. Miller to the baseline. Puts up the shot, front of the rim, and good. Miller with 8 first-quarter points, and Lakeway takes a 10-8 lead. 50 seconds left to go here in the quarter now. Down comes Crocker. Now trailing for the first time here in this contest. They scored the first point off a free throw, but Lakeway does hold a 2-point lead. Ruth into the corner. Candy back now to Ruth. 35 seconds left to go in the quarter now. Back over to Candy on the right baseline. Tries to go to the opposite block. Ball's tipped out of bounds here by Miller. Miller's telling you what, having herself a great quarter thus far. Not as good of a start to a game as you'd expect. A player of her caliber, but it will stay here with Crocker. Just barely caught a piece of that pass that was going to go to a relatively open Carly York on the block. That pass goes through. It's probably an easy 2 for Crocker, and again a tie ball game. 21 seconds now left to go in the quarter now. Here is Ament. Ament off to York. Right elbow jump shot, missed it, but rebounded by Ruth. Ruth the pump fake. Back to the top of the key, York. Now 10 seconds left to go in the quarter. Candy, ball on the floor. Long 2-pointer thrown up. Good. contested shot just in front of the three-point line is good. Half-court shot, Kaylin Jones, well short. And we are heading to the first quarter, or I say the second quarter, knotted up at 10. So a good one brewing here, at least after one. 10-10 our score. We are back here in 60 seconds. You're listening to the Class 2 District 9 Girls Semifinals here on 97.9 The Source.
Town & Country Supermarket is proud of the products and services and savings they offer their friends and families, like eClub. Sign up today and keep up to date on special promotions and events. Log on to tcmarkets.com and find every store's weekly ads right at your fingertips. Print off coupons to save even more money. Check them out on Facebook. Browse recipes too. Town & Country Supermarket is proud of the area youth and proud to be a part of their communities.
In our close-knit school community, every student is valued and respected. With small class sizes and a supportive atmosphere, we foster a sense of belonging and encourage students to explore their interests. Whether it's through extracurricular activities, sports, or through partnerships with WCC Go Caps or local universities for dual credit opportunities, we provide ample opportunities for growth and self-discovery. At Richland School District, we embrace traditions, accept new challenges, and surpass expectations as leaders in rural education.
And back here again, it is the second quarter here in Lakeway. Crocker, Lakeway, each tied up at 10. Crocker with the basket at the end of the first. They'll actually get the ball here to start the second quarter. Connor Harbert here with you tonight, 97.9 The Source. Not over the radio just yet, just on the secret backdoor side of things. But we are working on it. Again, our engineer working ever so diligently to get us back on the air, hopefully in time for majority of this contest. But we'll see how things go. First shot from the right elbow, no good here for Carly York. It's an air ball out of bounds, Lakeway basketball. Alexis Shelton going to hand it off here to Jones. Off to the right wing, Miller. Miller, the hero of the first quarter for Miller. Should I say Lakeway? Here's a shot blocked off the wing. Shelton's three-pointer rejected by Candy. Off now to Ruth. Ruth attacking the basket. Right side layup, good. Ruth's first two of the game. 12-10. 7:20 to go now in the second. Shelton dribbling near the volleyball line, across the way on over to, that'll be Jones. Jones spins to her left, on over now to Bovinglow. Bovinglow, top of the key, Shelton. Shelton off to Miller. Miller, one three-pointer here tonight, not giving her much space this time. Going to dump it off to Tolbert. Tolbert hits the ground, but tries to pass it away. Unfortunately, she passes it into the hands of Ament. Ament has it stripped away from behind. It's out of bounds, stays Crocker ball, but that'll kill the fast break. Again, we are talking about Lexi Ament, one of the best freshmen in the conference. It's a bit of a short list. Obviously, you don't expect a lot of freshmen to get playing time at this high school level, but there's some really good freshmen in the conference this year. Three-pointer, Tessa Danielson off the inbounds pass, good. Danielson off the bench with her first three, 15-10. Largest Crocker lead here. First two-possession lead of the game, 15-10, 6:40 to go in the second. Bovinglow on now to Shelton. Shelton to the baseline. Fadeaway jumper, missed it. Rebounded here by Candy. Candy strong on the boards here today. Of course, strong defensive player is Candy. Doing what she's out there for right now. Of course, can do a little bit of scoring. She's looking for it here. Baseline jumper, rims out. Rebounded by West. 6:16 now left to go here in the second. Pass off to the wing here, Bovinglow. Bovinglow on to Tolbert. Tolbert to Bovinglow. Bovinglow had it stripped, left elbow, but picks it back up now. Now brings it back to the elbow to West. Now top of the key, Jones. Jones to the right side here. Shelton with it. One step back. On into the right elbow and out to the wing. Cross-court pass on to Bovinglow. Long drawn-out Lakeway possession here, but they'll pass it back on over to the right wing. Shelton now looking to penetrate. Back to the top of the key, Jones. Over to Bovinglow. Had a shot open maybe on the left baseline. Instead, they try to pass it to the low block. It's stolen by Crocker. 2-on-2 fast break. Layup. Danielson blocked from behind by Shelton, and it goes out of bounds. Still Crocker ball. Lakeway has been able to kill some of these Crocker fast breaks, and tell you what, it's keeping them in the game here at the moment. Before we get that inbounds pass from the baseline, timeout is taken here. It'll be a 30-second timeout taken by Lakeway. Of course, we'll keep it right here for you. Again, if you're here right now, if you're listening to this, congratulations. You have found our backdoor stream. You've discovered the secret of radio. or at least the way we broadcast games here this season. But we are working on it. We're trying to get us back onto the air. So if you are listening right now, just know we are working on it. We are aware. And we will get it on as soon as we can. Out of the timeout here. On the baseline, pass comes in to Ruth. Trying to go back in, new player in the game, Haley Stewart in for the Lady Lions. Ball's overthrown, but they'll say it was actually touched by Lakeway on the way out. Crocker will re-inbound as now we actually get an official timeout. One of our officials talking with a Lakeway assistant about things right now. Don't know if something was said. It's a warning or something. Seeing some head shaking down there, seeing some hand gestures, but whatever it is, we're now good. And Crocker will again inbound from the baseline. Top of the key here, Stewart. One dribble to her left. Pass to the wing is going to be tipped away by Miller. Miller's got open space. Right side layup, good for 2. Miller with 10 now for the game, 15-12. 5:10 left to go now in this half. Three-pointer, left wing, got it. Olivia Hayes with the response. 18-12, new largest lead of the game here at 6. Right side on over to Jones. Jones to the left wing, Bovinglow. Top of the key here, Shelton. Shelton on to Bovinglow, to the left elbow now, back out to the wing. Bovinglow squaring up for the 3, didn't have it. Instead, she'll go over to the opposite wing now to Jones. Jones, hard pass inside, but it's stolen by Crocker. Emma Ruth coming up with another steal. She's pushing it down the floor. Gets to the right side of the basket, missed the layup. Rebounded though by Ament, who puts it in. Ament with 4 off the offensive rebound and the putback. And it's 20-12. Crocker starting to pull away a little bit here after that tied first quarter. Ament coming up with another Crocker steal. Ament, 2-on-2 fast break. Off to Ruth. Ruth, right side of the basket. Layup good. Crocker running circles around the Lady Hornets right now. It is a 10-2 quarter. By that I mean a 12-2 quarter. We've got a full timeout taken here by Lakeway. We're back in 60 seconds, 4:15 to go here in this half. You're listening to the Class 2 District 9 semifinals here on 97.9 The Source.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
And we're back here once more. Second quarter. 4:05 to go after the full Lakeway timeout. Connor Harbin here with you today. Right elbow. Maya Thier kipping it on into the baseline. Addison West with it now. West on over to Miller. Miller, middle of the lane, has it stripped. Stolen here by Candy. Candy off to Ament. Ament going to her left. On over now to Ruth. Crocker leads this one by 10 at the moment. 22-12. They've led the quarter here 12-2. This was tied up at 10 after the end of the first. Left side here, three-pointer. No, back to the rim, rebounded by Candy. Candy to the right block, turns back around to the wing to Ruth. Back to Candy now. Candy one dribble, off to York. York triple teamed inside. She'll be fouled. 2 free throws here for Carly York. A little bit of George Mason basketball on my side stream tonight. Who is that, Dayton? Yep, I figured that was Dayton. Don't know many UDs that would be ranked at this point in time. Foul, by the way, was called here on Lakeway. No, actually, Just going to say out of bounds, touched by Lakeway. No foul on the play. Didn't see that one coming. Either way, we'll have a missed three and a missed rebound here. Adrian Miller couldn't hang on to the rebound. It's out of bounds in Lady Line basketball. Thought we were heading to the line there for York, but we'll say Lakeway got that one clean. The triple team down inside. But Crocker again to inbound from the baseline. Ruth will go out to the wing. Candy off to Hayes. Hayes one dribble to her left. Now on to Ruth. Ruth on to Hayes. Hayes 6 points here tonight. She stands just shy of the left wing. To Ruth, fakes a pass on over to Hayes. Hayes really thought about the three that time. Now it's Ruth who takes the three off the backboard and in. You know, I see about one a game. And tell you what, when I do these neutral games, it's nice to see one that I don't have to suffer for. Of course, it always happens to Waynesville. But, of course, that'll continue this Crocker run here. They lead by 13 now, 25-12. Three-pointer trying to match the other way. Bovinglow missed it. Missed it short. York couldn't bring in the rebound, though. It's out of bounds. And still Lakeway ball. Lakeway going to need to do some soul-searching here. Now trailing by 13. We actually get a substitution here. Emma Tolbert will check back in. Now replacing Bovinglow. Lakeway will throw it away, though, off the inbounds pass. They'll give it right back on over to Crocker. 2:35 left to go in the half here. Again, 25-12. These teams, obviously, both members of the Frisco League Conference. We know we'll have a Frisco League winner on the girls' side, which means we are going to sectionals. Do not know where yet. Do not know when. But we'll figure that on out. But one of our four squads will be following through after district play. Here's a pass stolen by Lakeway. Adrian Miller has it stripped by Ruth, out of bounds. It stays, though, with Lakeway. In case you were curious, these teams met not too long ago. Back on February the 12th, between the two teams, it was a 13-point win for Crocker. In fact, Crocker has won by 13, the current margin of lead here, in each of their last two meetings. Three-pointer, corner, way too long here for Thier, rebounded by Hayes. Hayes on to Candy. Candy trying to continue this already lengthy run now. Across the 2-minute mark. Watching on, head coach Brandon Robertson of the Richland Lady Bears. We'll see them later on tonight. Three-pointer Hayes looking for her third. No, put it off the right side of the rim. Long rebound. West is there in the corner. She'll pass it down the baseline to Miller. Miller pushing it up the floor herself. Into traffic. Gets it back out to Shelton. Back now to Miller. Miller driving baseline. On the block. Spins back to her left. Off now to Shelton. Shelton on the drive. Back out to Tolbert. Tolbert, free throw line. Right wing Miller. Open for three. Yes! Adrian Miller, she's done most of the scoring here tonight for Lakeway. In fact, she's got 13 of the Lady Hornets' 15. And that's back down to 10 now with a minute 15 left to go here in the half. Top of the key here, Ruth. Ruth on now to Candy. Candy to Ruth. Ruth off to, no, I thought they were going to go to Hayes. Instead, they'll go into Ment. Goes back to Hayes now. Back to Ruth. On the right elbow, out to the corner. Here's Candy driving baseline. Spins back to her left, across the way, on over to Hayes. Hayes left wing here. We'll see if Crocker just hangs on here for the final shot. Wouldn't put it past him. Nope. I say that. Three-pointer for Hayes, and she puts it on in. Well, speak it into existence. Didn't want to see him hang on for 50 more seconds. Hayes must have heard me. Decided to take the three. 28-15, back to 13. Laya Thier, right block, good. So Thier will become the third Lady Hornets scorer here. She's got two. 28-17. But now with under 30 to go, might see Crocker go one shot. Definitely more palatable, I'd say. So Ruth will pass it off here to Candy. Candy off to Ruth. 3 out, 2 in right now. Lexia Ment, one of the two inside, alongside Carly York. Ruth on to the left wing. Here, Hayes. Off to Ruth again. Now 5 seconds. Off to Hayes. She's got an open three. No, front of the rim. Rebounded by nobody. We'll have a jump here with 0.9. Arrow is pointing toward Lakeway. So Lakeway will have it here. 0.9 seconds. They won't throw up a shot, and that'll be it here for the first half. 28-17 after the first half here. Crocker, the number 1 seed, they hold a double-digit lead over Lakeway. We're back here in a few minutes. We'll come back, we'll talk about some things and get you all set. You're listening to the Class 2 District 9 Girls Semifinals here on 97.9 The Source.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Students come and students go. Some start at the elementary level and continue in the same district until graduation. Others move in, some move out for a variety of reasons, but usually it's the parent's job that facilitates a family's move. Whatever the reason, the Iberia School District welcomes all students. At Iberia, students get the best possible education from a staff of dedicated teachers, coaches, and an administration that cares about the product they send out every May at graduation. Whether it's continuing their education in the military or the 9-to-5 world, the Iberia School District is proud of their Rangers and Lady Rangers.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me. But you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment, call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating offering the best service throughout the area.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
And a big good evening to you here on 97.9 The Source. As I understand it, we're officially back on the air here for Class 2 Girls District 9 basketball, of course, the semifinals. Again, big apologies for the technical difficulties there. Of course, as I understand it, I believe our internet went down back at the station. We stream with the internet. It's a big part of our setup. So when the internet goes down, we go down. So I could get into all the technicalities. Of course, my engineer, big thank you to Dan for getting me back on the air. Not much I can do here at the Lakeway High School Gymnasium. He had to answer the call, and he did. So big thank you to Dan, and I'm so glad we are back here. So let me set you the stage of this one. We are at halftime, the first game of this Class 2 District 9 semifinals. Crocker leads Lakeway 28-17 here at the moment. This game was tied after the first quarter, though, 10-10. Lakeway coming out very, very strong, especially Adrienne Miller. We'll get to that here in just a moment. But Crocker was able to start getting the ball to the hoop a little bit more successfully there. The three-pointers falling for Crocker as well. So they've been able to build up a lead as large as 13 and currently 11. So let's go ahead and go over the scoring numbers here for this one. Again, Connor Harbert here with you, 97.9 The Source, flying solo here for the rest of the tournaments. We first take a look here at Lakeway. 3 scores, 10 points after 1, 17 after 2. Leading the way right now, Adrienne Miller, 13 points here for Miller. Of course, she had 10 of those in the first quarter. So Miller really flying high here at the moment. She can seemingly do no wrong on the offensive side of things. We'll see if they keep feeding her the ball in that second quarter. They definitely need some other scoring, though. We'll get to that here as we do have 2 other scores for you. Elia Thier had 2. And Alexis Shelton had 2 there as well. So you want to work Shelton, of course, back into the offense a little more. You can expect some points, or you really want some points from your starters. You usually get a few more from Kaylin Jones. Of course, Tolbert has been out with some foul trouble here and there, so that's something that you had to work around. And then, of course, Bovinglow as well. But you do have Miller here at the moment. Still a very manageable deficit after a 10-point first, 7-point second, 17 here at the half. Then we take a look at Crocker. Crocker right now, 10 points in the first quarter, but again, won that second quarter 18-7. Nobody in double digits just yet, but Crocker does have Olivia Hayes. Hayes now with 9 points, all of those points coming from beyond. So 9 for Hayes, 8 points for Emma Ruth, 4 points for Lexia Ment, 3 points for Tessa Danielson, and then 2 points for Gretchen Candy. A bit of a spread-out scoring effort tonight here for Crocker, but it's a spread-out scoring effort that's gotten them an 11-point lead here in this contest. So we are about 5 minutes left to go here in this halftime period. Again, our second game here tonight will be Richland and Iberia. Of course, the top 4 seeds of the District 9 tournament all making their way on through. Of course, for Crocker, this is their first game of the tournament. That was never in doubt that we'd see them here tonight. And of course, Lakeway, they had defeated Vienna on the opening night. It was, Richland taking down Plato. And of course, Iberia taking down Newburgh. So, lots of good basketball. And of course, we had the boys up yesterday. And of course, that'll be tomorrow. So, make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow's action. Only seeded upset thus far coming on the boys' side of the bracket. Number 5 seed Stoutland taking down number 4 seed Vienna. So, we'll see how they do against the number 1 seed Eugene tomorrow. Let's take ourselves a short timeout. We will come back here in just a few moments. I'll get you all set up for the second half here in this one. Again, Crocker leads Lakeway here at the moment, 28-17. We're back in a few. You're listening to the Class 2 District 9 Girls Semifinals here on 97.9 The Source.
Lakeway R5 schools are proud of the academic success of their youth. Hard work and dedication of the students is what it takes to achieve goals. The Lakeway R5 schools are dedicated to the education of their students, and the teachers and administration work hard to prepare them for the future. Lakeway R5 schools encourages students to be involved in school activities. This message of support brought to you by Lakeway R5 schools.
If you are seeking employment and love working around children, the Plato School District is looking for you. The Plato School District is currently seeking qualified applicants for bus drivers and sub-bus drivers to drive routes. To apply for this or any other open positions, all you need to do is go online to platorv.org. Click on the menu button and scroll down to Employment. Online applications are available. Positions and descriptions are outlined. The Plato RV School District is an equal opportunity employer.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why our agents work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service. Satisfied customers and a plan for you. Isn't it time to check Shelter out? Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Would you like a job with a 4-day work week? How about great benefits? I've got some great news for you because the Stoutland R2 School District is hiring bus drivers now. Starting pay at $22.43 per hour for a 4-hour workday, along with paid life, health, dental, and long-term disability insurance benefits. Applicants must possess a valid Missouri CDL with passenger and school bus endorsements or the ability to obtain them, as well as pass a drug test and a physical. For more information or to apply, visit stoutlandschools.com. Children's education is important, and you can help get them there.
Hi, I'm Gina Hillhouse with Heritage Bank of the Ozarks. We are committed to our neighbors. When you bank locally, our local dollars are invested in our local communities with local lenders and local decisions. With locations in Camdenton, Plato, and Lebanon at Heritage Bank, we are genuinely neighbor-serving neighbors. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
And back here, about to start the second half. Here are our first semifinal tonight, the Class 2 District 9 Girls Semifinals. At the moment, the Crocker Lady Lions taking care of business as the 1 seed. They lead the 4th-seeded Lakeway Lady Hornets 28-17. Connor Harbert here with you tonight. 97.9 The Source, officially back on the air. Of course, I went ahead and broadcasted the first half anyway for our archives for recording purposes. So, maybe someday we'll release the first half cut, if you will. Get a social media campaign trending or something like that. But again, big thank you to our engineer Dan for getting me back on the air here, taking care of the problem at the station itself. Always appreciate what he does. I wouldn't be able to get on the air any night without him working. So, big thank you to Dan. We'll get back to it here. Crocker. Lakeway was on the wrong side of the floor. Crocker's going to take advantage of it. Emma Ruth gets the layup wide open. Mental error there for Lakeway, and about half of Crocker as well. I think the only two that knew were Candy and Ruth, although might have been a designed play, judging by the rest of Crocker's reaction. That's a crazy play. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Ruth has 10, and now here's a steal for Crocker on the other end. Driving through, Lexi Ament, left side here. Circus shot, got it. Lexi Ament with 6 tonight. 32-17, just like that. I've never seen mental warfare come out on the wrong side of the floor, perhaps. Of course, assuming that was planned. And then just juke back the other way. Wild stuff. Adrian Miller, I want to believe. Here on the right wing, now over to Shelton. Shelton on to Miller. Miller looking for 3. No, rim. And rebounded by Hayes. Hayes in traffic. Hayes will be forced into a jump. Arrow is with Lakeway. So Lakeway to inbound from underneath here. It'll be Shelton to toss it in. Shelton going to get it into Miller. No, Miller couldn't hang on. It's picked up here by Ruth. Already a couple turnovers here for the Lady Hornets. Have to grit down and find a way to respond here. Again, the clock's not on their side. I know we're just in the third. With every basket Crocker finds here in this third, that comeback effort becomes just a little bit harder. Of course, Lakeway not one to end their season on their home floor. They want one more game. They want that championship against Richland or Iberia. Standing at the volleyball line here, it's Candy. Cross the way on over to the top of the key, Olivia Hayes. Hayes on over to Ruth. Ruth again leading all Crocker scores. Lob inside. Ament going to put one off the bottom of the backboard. And it's rebounded here by Shelton. Shelton off to Jones. Back over to Shelton. Now on over to Bovinglow. Bovinglow to the baseline. Throw it back up top. Now to the right block here, Jones. Jones driving in. Shot blocked by Hayes, out of bounds. It'll be Lakeway ball. We had a relatively clean ball game today. Like I said at the top, we had the crew we had on Monday. We had a lot of fouls, a lot of calls, all 3 games on that Monday. Haven't seen nearly as many calls here tonight. Here's a nice drive to the basket. Olivia Bovinglow. Good for 2. The hook shot from about 10. 32-19. So Lakeway's first basket here of the quarter. Now a pass on to the right block. Olivia Hayes, nobody around. Another defensive breakdown here for Lakeway. And Olivia Hayes now stands with 11, 34-19. Lakeway pushed that zone up a little bit too high. Hayes just kind of snuck in off the baseline. Timeout taken here by the Lady Hornets. 30-second timeout. Connor Harbert here with you tonight, of course. Got to rehash everything I said at the top of the broadcast because we weren't actually over the air. Crocker 20-6 on the year. Lakeway 14-11. Of course, Crocker trying to make it a 21-win season. Came in, not a whole lot of hype surrounding this Crocker team, but thanks to some stellar outside shooting, some nice experience, of course, a aggressive defensive effort, and then obviously some very talented underclassmen. This Crocker team has been one of the bigger surprises of the Frisco League this season. And so far, well, looking like a real number 1 seed here at the moment. Of course, this team played in the consolation bracket in that Frisco League tournament, if you recall. So we're getting back to it here. Lakeway controls it after the Lakeway timeout. Going to the left wing, Bovinglow. Bovinglow into the block. Tolbert back out to Miller. Miller, the big pump fake. Got Candy to bite. A little bit of contact. No whistle. Off to Bovinglow on the baseline. Missed the shot. Rebounded by Shelton. Shelton will miss the bunny. And it's rebounded by Candy. Candy going to push one down the floor. Ament, nobody in front of her. Jones trying to run her down, but the left side layup is good. Ament now with 8. And it's 36-19. Shot up. Left wing is good. Olivia Bovinglow puts it on through. Bovinglow now with 5. 36-22. 14-point game. Here's Hayes left wing. Double teamed on the wing, but Hayes able to get on through. We actually get a timeout taken here by Crocker to keep control of the basketball, as Hayes was in a whole lot of trouble. So Crocker will take its first timeout. Looks like it will be a 30. So again, we keep it right here. Richland and Iberia coming up next. Your 2 and your 3. That'll be a rowdy one. Of course, Richland, we saw them against Plato. Very good inside-outside team. Got to be a complete team nowadays to compete, especially in what is a good district. Of course, top to bottom, probably one of the better districts, as in highest floor, highest ceiling. That was a good number 7 seed in Plato. But Iberia, well, they've also got some talent. 6-footer inside, some very talented guards. That one should be a whole lot of fun. This one's delivered, but that one should too. Gretchen Candy to inbound here from the sideline after the Crocker timeout. It'll go into Ament. Ament top of the key here to Ruth. Top of the key, Carly York. Is going to hand it off to one another. York had it stripped by Miller. She'll come up with the steal. To Tolbert. Now up the floor to Bovinglow. Back now to Miller. Miller still looking for her first point of this quarter. Apologies, that's not true. No, it is true actually. Still with that 13. Bovinglow, left corner. Passing it off to Tolbert. Tolbert inside the three-point line. She'll get it back out to the left wing. Over to Jones. Jones off to Miller. Now to Shelton. Shelton one dribble. Runner through the lane. Lots of contact. Rolls off the rim. Crocker looking for the charge. Didn't get it. Lakeway looking for the blocking foul. Didn't get it. And now we'll actually get a Lakeway foul off the rebound. So again, where most of our fouls have come here tonight. Foul's going to be charged here on Olivia Bovinglow, her first. Team burst. Crocker coming up the floor. Lakeway a little bit of defensive pressure down the floor. Now on over to Candy. Off to Hayes. Three-pointer from the right corner. Good. Hayes, such a lethal shooter if you give her all day out there. She makes them count. The sophomore puts it on through. 14 for her. She now leads. She led before. She leads now too. 17-point game. Now Lakeway's going to throw it away. Off to the baseline it goes. Lady Lions basketball once again. Under 4 to go here in the third now. Hayes on the left wing. Drives on into the left elbow. Top of the key again, Ruth. Ruth guarded by Bovinglow. Will pass it off here to York. York, one dribble, tipped by Bovinglow. Dives on the floor to get it. And will pass it off here to Jones. Fast break. Lakeway doesn't have the numbers, but Jones will be fouled. And she'll head to the line for 2. First foul incoming here on Crocker this quarter. And we'll send Jones to the line. This foul belongs here to Gretchen Candy, her second. Jones' first trip tonight has a chance to get in the books. No points just yet. Obviously can get him here. First one up, no good off the front of the rim. Substitutions here, Haley Stewart in for the Lions. Also on in here, Addison West for Lakeway. She's going to replace Miller. Jones sets up for number 2. It's up and away, off the rim and in. Got the friendly hop that time. Jones now with 1. 39-23. 3:29 to go in the third. Ball comes inbounded to Ament. Dribbling up the left sideline here. Now goes back to the center of the floor to Ruth. Right elbow Candy. Going to throw up the jumper here. Too short. Off the bottom of the rim. Rebounded underneath by Bovinglow. Wyatt Thier also checked in after that made free throw. Makes the outlet pass. Bovinglow, long runner, into contact, but somehow got it to go. Don't see many runners around the elbow. But Bovinglow felt herself there and put it on in. She's got 7. been the majority of the offense here in this third. In fact, all 7 of her third quarter points have come in the third. That's kind of a no-dirt, but all 7 of her total points, that's the right word for you, have come in here in the third. 39-25, 14-point lead. Score has been relatively even, but Crocker has extended that lead by 3 from our halftime score. Runner, Lexi Ament, back of the rim, high rebound, brought down by Thier. West, hard pass inside, finds Tolbert. Tolbert ended up underneath the basket, put it off the bottom of the rim. It's rebounded by Crocker. Fast break, Emma Ruth, left side, layup, good. Ruth for 12. Shelton to Bovinglow. Bovinglow to Thier, right corner. Back to the top here, Shelton. Shelton on the drive, goes to her left, shot blocked by Candy, picked back up though by Thier. Thier will be fouled, and Thier will head to the line. Thier on the offensive rebound will set up her first trip tonight to the line. Had a shot from the field earlier in this contest. As the foul's called on Haley Stewart, her first. But Thier will go for her first free throws. First one's up. High arcing shot, good. Bit of a rainbow-looking free throw there, but whatever works. She's got 3 now. My second screen sports have disappeared. Apparently we watch news now. Interesting. Second free throw, that one way short. But it is again 15. Thier now with 3. 41-26 with 1:43 here to go. Quickly up the left sideline. Danielson now with it. Tessa Danielson checking in after the free throw. Has her layup blocked out of bounds. Does stay with the lines, though, for the time being. Inbound from underneath, right side of their own basket. Ruth to inbound. Having trouble finding a target here. Has to go into the corner. Contested pass. Candy has it. Hook shot, right side of the lane. Missed it. Air ball there. Lakeway will let it roll and take over with 1:31. Crocker, only team, I believe, left in Class 2 District 9 with both their teams remaining. Of course, not all teams have their boys and girls in the same district this year, but something worth noting, 3-pointer for Bovinglow. Got it. Bovinglow continues her hot third quarter with a 3-pointer. 41-29, back to 12. Again, this third quarter has been even Stevens. Not quite enough for Lakeway, but better than letting Crocker extend that lead. Here's a floated pass to Ament. Ament, the catch and release 3. Going to be too far to the left. Loose rebound brought in by West. West going to clear him on out. Lakeway passing it down. Left sideline here. Shelton looking to push it. Maybe got away with a carry. Takes it to the top of the key. To the right side. Bovinglow trying her luck again. This one's good. We're back to single digits here at 9. 41-32. Bovinglow with 13 third quarter points. Here's a ball stolen by West. West off to Thier. One dribble. Throws up the shot. Hard off the backboard. Missed it. Out of bounds on the rebound. They'll say last touch by Lakeway. It will be Crocker ball. That'll draw some protests. But Crocker controls it. 32.3. Ament on now to Candy. Candy almost lost her balance, but she'll pass it across the line to Ament. 23 seconds here. Crocker, I think, just going to hang on here. Try to just get the final shot. Try to reclaim that double-digit lead. Again, Lakeway has won the third, at least so far. It's an 11-point game at the half, just 9 now. 8 seconds left here. Crocker to the top of the key. Stewart over to Ament. Ament on the drive. Left side shot is good. Off the front of the rim. We're back to double digits. In fact, we're right back to where we started. It's an 11-point Crocker lead. 43-32 as we head on into the final period. One of these teams will take their spot in the Class 2 District 9 Championship. Will it be Crocker or Lakeway complete the comeback here tonight? We're back in 60. You're listening to the Class 2 District 9 Girls Semifinals. 97.9 The Source.
WIC is here to help your growing family thrive. WIC is a supplemental nutrition program providing healthy foods, free nutrition education, and community referrals. If you are pregnant or have a child under the age of 5, you or your child may be eligible for WIC. With a card to use at the store and more fruit and vegetable dollars, it's a great time to be on WIC. Call the Pulaski County Health Center at 573-774-3115 to learn more. That's 573-774-3115. This institution is an equal opportunity provider.
You didn't think it would get this far. It was an innocent mistake. Your attorney will fix things eventually, but right now, you got a bigger problem. You need $5,000 to get out of jail, and you don't have a clue how to get it.
Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Compassionate, professional, and serving you 24/7. When legal trouble strikes, call 573-855-4733. That's 573-855-4733. Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Historic Route 66, Waynesville.
8 minutes left to play here in this first contest of the night. Crocker, they're going to have it stolen away here by Shelton, although her foot's on the line. Lakeway trying to complete a comeback here tonight. 11 points the lead right now, though, for the Lady Lions. They maintain status quo from that halftime lead. 28-7 at the half, or 28-17 at the half, should say. 43-32 now. Connor Harbert here with you tonight, 97.9 The Source. Glad you could join me here for this one. Again, we are on the air, and I'm ever so thankful for it. You don't know what you got until it's taken away from you. Lexi Ament near the volleyball line. Goes up the right sideline, on to Candy. Candy moving to her right, trying to drive through Thier, didn't have it. Instead, she'll send it back out to the left wing. Danielson a dribble to her right, now Ruth. Ruth inside the three-point line, now to Candy. Candy looking baseline, didn't have this one either, now out to the right wing. Ruth, open three, no, front of the rim. Rebounded by West. West off to Shelton. Shelton driving middle of the floor, looking to go through Ament here. Right side layup, left it way long. Didn't get a whistle either way on the contact. That's been status quo tonight. Ball out of bounds. In possession, Lakeway. Again, the battle of the two Pulaski County schools. Of course, not counting Waynesville. Crocker down 17. Lakeway, of course, a little bit down I-44. Here's a foul off the inbounds pass. Lakeway's going to the line. Depending on how you get to Lakeway, of course, there's several different ways. You don't have to touch I-44, I think, if you don't want to. At least I didn't today. Foul's going to be called here on Gretchen Candy, her third at the line. Addison West. First one's up, first one's good. Back to 10 now. 43-33. Lakeway trying to get it back to 9 here. 7 minutes. No need to panic just yet, I think, if you're Lakeway. But there is at least some sense of urgency. Second free throw up, and also good. West now with 2 tonight. Her first 2 points, 43-34. Fast break, though, for Crocker. Ball is tipped. Back into the hands, though, of Danielson. She'll have it stolen, though, by Bovinglow. It's a 2-on-1 fast break. Ament, the one player back here for Crocker. Layup is good. Back to 7 here, 43-36. Aya Thier finishes that one off. Thier with 5. 7 minutes to go. Whistle, timeout taken here by Crocker. So Crocker will take a timeout. They've got 3 remaining, and Lakeway is as close as they've been in a long, long time. It's a full timeout. We're taking 1-2 back in 60. Class 2 District 9 Girls Semifinals. 97.9 The Source.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's year-end blowout time at Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, and with that comes the best selection of new Toyotas we've had for some time, including over 50 new Tundras either on the ground, on the way, or being built. Plus 2023 gas model Tundras have up to a $1,500 Toyota financial incentive. Or check out the 3.9% rate available on 23 model Tacomas and Highlander gas models. In total, 300 new Seeger Toyotas to choose from. 54 years of Seeger Toyota experience, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from your Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart, and 24/7 at SeegerToyota.net.
36 months with proof credit. Expires January 2nd, 2024.
Out of the Crocker timeout, it is a 7-point game, 43-36. Again, Lakeway is close they've been in quite some time since the second quarter. Again, we are tied after 1, 11 points at the end of the half, 11 at the end of 3, but 4 unanswered points for Lakeway to start this quarter. Trying to complete the comeback and the upset. Here's a pass, though, to Emma Ruth. Nicely designed play. Missed the layup, though, and it's rebounded by Lakeway. It's a greatly designed play. Got Ruth all alone, but she left it short. On the left wing here, Emma Tolbert. Now on over to Thier. Thier off to Shelton. A chance to bring it back perhaps to 2 possessions. To the right baseline here, Addison West. She stands just shy of the corner. On into the lane. Tolbert, 1 dribble off the backboard. No good. Rebounded here by York. York in traffic will get a whistle foul called here against Lakeway. Trying to cause the jump. That would have given the ball back to Lakeway. Instead, it is going to be a foul on Bovinglow, her second, team first. Lakeway full court press. Ball to be inbounded here on the baseline. It is Gretchen Candy to do so. Candy will lob one on into Ament. Ament across the way to Ruth. Ruth fakes the pass down the floor. Now she'll go to Ament on the left side. Steps up to the wing. Going to be guarded here by West. Currently Lakeway in a man-to-man defense. Ament going to center the ball. Right wing on to Candy. Candy still with it. 1 dribble to her right. Now to Danielson. Danielson will hand it off here to Ruth. Olivia Hayes back to the scoring table. Here comes Ruth on the baseline. Back out to Ament. Ament going to pick up the dribble. Thought about the 3. West able to close out in time. And it will go to the top of the key here again. Candy. Candy drives on in. Back out to Ament. Runner. Free throw line off the back of the rim. Who's got the rebound? It's picked up here by Bovinglow. 5:39 left to go in this game. Shelton left side of the floor to the wing. Top of the key here, Bovinglow. To her left. Free throw line. Back out now to Shelton. Shelton on to West. West double team. Crocker sticking with their zone at the moment. Ball rolled up the sideline here for Shelton to bring down. To the left wing, Bovinglow. Corner. Tolbert driving baseline. Trips and falls. And it's stolen away by Crocker. Down the floor comes Danielson. Thier getting in front. Count the bucket and the foul. No, they're going to wave it and they're going to say it's on the floor. I don't know how you could say that one's on the floor. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a... Okay. So it's a foul on the floor. Lakeway catching a break there. That'll wave the 2 off the board, but the foul is still called here on Bovinglow, her third. So inbound here from the baseline. Like I said, thought she was on her way up. Ball's inbounded, though, to Olivia Hayes. Hayes, 14 points here tonight. Goes to the right sideline here. Centers it again over to Candy. Candy back to Hayes. Hayes to the corner again, off to York. Ruth looking inside. Instead, she'll drive on in. Back out now to Candy. Crocker playing a bit of keep away here at the moment. Not necessarily playing stall ball just yet, but being patient. Here's Candy, top of the key. Pump fake, got Thier to bite. Now settles for the 10-foot jump shot. Missed it. And rebounded by West. We'll get a foul here, charged to Ruth. So Ruth will pick up the foul. Personal number 2, team foul number 2. And Lakeway another chance here to bring it back to 2 possessions. 2-pointer makes it 5. 3-pointer obviously makes it 4. Then you try to get back to 1 possession. Then you try to tie it up. Then you try to take the lead. It's a game of steps. West driving baseline. I think her foot was out of bounds. Yep. And that's going to give it back over to Crocker. Again, winner of this one. Winner of this one moves on to the championship on Friday. Ball passed down the floor. Get you an update on Class 2 District 10 here in a moment. That's important to know. As West takes the rebound off a missed Crocker shot. Here comes Shelton. Shelton again, driving through. Shot middle of the lane, left it short, got her own rebound. Shot blocked from behind, out of bounds. And it will stay here with Lakeway. Dixon girls played tonight. They were eliminated by number 1 seed Fatima, 58-21. So Dixon's run has come to a close. Over in Class 3. Ball inbounded here to Shelton. Shelton again through traffic. Missed it, rebounded by Tolbert. Tolbert will put it up, she'll miss, but she is fouled and she'll go to the line shooting 2. Assistant, if you will, pull up Class 2 District 10 for me. That's what I'm currently curious about, because the winner of this district, whoever it may be, will play the winner of District 10. Before we get to the free throw line, though, we're going to have a timeout taken, I believe, here by Crocker. Crocker takes a 30-second timeout. We're keeping it right here. Like I said, let's talk about the current state of Class 2 District 10. Of course, they also a 7-team district. 4 teams remaining. Hartville, Bakersfield, defending Class 2 District 10 champion Norwood. Remember, they beat Iberia in the sectionals last year. And then Gainesville still left. Hartville, your number 1 seed. So they got the bye. They're taking on Bakersfield probably right now as we speak. They may actually already be done considering they started 30 minutes earlier than us. And then Norwood and Gainesville come up tonight. Although, they've been a little bit slow on the update there over in District 10. So we'll see if we get the result by the end of tonight. Again, do not know where that sectional game would be played. I believe it's now at a host. Not a host as in a neutral host. I believe A-team hosts. So I actually do not know who hosts this year. We'll figure it all out. Of course, I need to know because that'll be next week. So we come back to it here. Lakeway at the line. Emma Tolbert shooting 2. Tolbert, no points yet. First trip to the line. First free throw up is good. Brings it back to 6. We've got a 2-possession game. Tolbert will take her second now. Trying to bring it back to 5. Up and no good. Falls off. Ball out of bounds on the rebound. They'll say it was touched though by Crocker, and Lakeway will get it back. So the Lady Hornets now a chance to maybe again bring it back to 4, or with a 3-pointer, make it a 1-possession game. Ball comes into Tolbert in the corner to the left elbow. Shelton. Shelton across. On over now to West. West got it for the right baseline. It's back down to 4. West with 4. Lakeway has been creeping back on in. We still have 4 minutes left to be played. It's time to sweat if you're Crocker. Time to get down and gritty yourself. Candy in the corner. On to Ruth. Ruth driving through to the free throw line. Right wing. Hayes. Big pump fake now drives in. Off to Candy. Candy settles with it. Gets a screen from Ament. To the right elbow. Candy to the block. Brings it back out to the corner. To the wing, Ruth. Top of the key, Hayes. Hayes on over to Candy. Crocker's been held to no points across the first 5 minutes of this period. Ball to a cutting Ruth. Ruth on the right block. Missed it short. Rebounded by Lakeway. But now Ruth will strip it out. Ball off of Bovinglow on the way out. And that'll get Crocker the ball back. Good hustle play there for Ruth. After missing the layup to at least get that ball back to Crocker. So inbound from the baseline. It's Candy to do so. Gonna lob one up here. Ruth will be able to run it down just shy of half court. Guarded closely by Bovinglow. Will pick up the dribble on to Hayes. Under 3 minutes to go here in this game. Candy with it. Puts the ball on the floor. Guarded by Tolbert. Picks it up now to Hayes. Hayes on the right baseline. Just shy of the 3-point line. She'll bring it out now. And pass it off to Candy. Another 15 seconds have gone by here. Candy to the right wing, Hayes. Hayes driving on through. Top of the key, Ament. Body's just hitting the floor. Ament driving to her left. Layup is missed. Rebounded by West. We're just not calling anything out there. Bodies were hitting the floor left and right, and we got somehow no fouls out of that for either side. People were tripping all kinds of people out there. Here's West to a cutting Miller. Miller back out to the top of the key, Shelton. Shelton over to Bovinglow. 3-pointer way too long. Rebounded here by Hayes. Now we'll get a foul here. Miller over aggressive trying to steal it back. She'll pick up a foul. Adrian Miller picks up her first. And that'll be team foul number 3 here on Lakeway. 2:10 to go in this game. Timeout is taken here by, I believe, taken by Crocker. So Crocker takes the timeout. They've got 2 remaining. Lakeway's got 1. It's a full timeout. We're back in 60. You're listening to the Class 2 District 9 basketball tournament. Girls side semifinals. 97.9 The Source.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Saying goodbye to those we love is made a little easier. Just knowing your memories are safely kept within Sunset Memorial Estates Cemetery. This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Burial at our Sunset Memorial Estates provides the respect and personalized ceremony families expect and offers many options to military families, including personalized monument selection. For more information, contact Memorial Chapels and Crematory.
The lead was as large as 17 for the Crocker Lady Lions, but now they only lead by 4. Ball tipped out of bounds off the inbounds pass. Crocker almost gave it away, but they'll just move down the sideline and try it again. 2:08 left to go. Crocker does lead Lakeway still, but they have not scored a single point here in these 6 minutes. Ball comes inbounded here to Hayes. Hayes on the left wing. Double team. Going to be fouled from behind here. Foul's called on Bovinglow, and that'll be the 4th. Here on what has been Lakeway's best offensive player here in this half. That was also team foul number 4, so Crocker officially operating from the double bonus. Any more Crocker fouls, and Lakeway fouls, brings Crocker to the line. Candy to inbound. In some trouble. 5 seconds the call. That was a quick 5 seconds, but that's ball back over now to Lakeway, and I think we're going to get, no, we did not get the 5 seconds. We got a timeout taken by Crocker. I was going to say that was a quick 5 seconds. Well, the whistle came because of a Crocker timeout. So another minute timeout. Tell you what, let's keep it right here. We're close enough to the end of this one. Of course, big thank you to all of our sponsors for joining us for tonight's broadcast. Greatly appreciate them. Without them, I always say, we would not be able to do any games at all. They pay for the spot. I get paid. So, always so grateful to all of our sponsors, including for this district tournament, several of the area schools themselves. Of course, we've heard from them throughout the tournament. Of course, that includes Richland, Iberia, Lakeway, of course. Big thank you to Lakeway. Of course, hosting this tournament this year, and they've been graceful hosts as always. Stoutland, of course. We'll see them tomorrow on the boys' side. Plato as well. Yeah, there they are. I simply skipped over them the first time through. Sorry about that, but Plato also a sponsor of this year's district tournament. So we're back to it here. It is still Crocker ball. They took the timeout to avoid the 5-second count. Both teams now with just one timeout remaining. Again, it is Candy to inbound. Has a man this time. Has Lexi Ament, who will pick it up here. Drive on to the left elbow. Out to the wing here. Candy. Under 2 minutes now to go. Candy going to hand it off to Ruth. Ruth off to Hayes. Hayes to the right wing. Candy here going to be picked up by West. Crocker's going to take their time offensively. Although, almost. Olivia Hayes left wide open. Of course, we know she likes the three-pointer. Almost took it. Brought it down, though. Instead, just going to continue to run more time off the clock. Lakeway trailing by only 4. Want to foul right away, but they're going to foul here. Just trying to poke it loose. That actually is going to bring Crocker to the line. That will be the 15th foul here on the Lady Hornets. And it will be Candy to shoot. Just the second trip to the line tonight for Crocker. Fouls charged to Addison West, her second. It was Carly York earlier in the game who went 1 for 2. Candy will sink the first here. Back to 5 we go, 44-39. Crocker, no matter what they do here, it'll be a 2-possession game. It's up and away. Good. Lead, though, will be 6. Candy with 4 tonight. 45-39. 90 seconds to go now. To the right wing, Bovinglow driving on through. To the right block. Runs into traffic. Lost it, but it's going to be off the thigh of York. Still Lakeway ball. Lots of green, lots of orange in the crowd. Of course, they'll have the game after this one. We've got a very tense 90 seconds left to go. Shelton takes it in the right corner. They'll pass it around the perimeter to West. Back to the corner, Miller. Miller off to Tolbert now. Inside to the right block. Shelton, double team. Back out to Miller. Miller, three-pointer. No, off the rim. Rebounded, though, by Tolbert. Missed it. Might have been blocked. Rebounded this time by Tolbert. Tolbert going to hit the floor. Lost it out of bounds. Crocker ball. So Crocker got a hand on the shot. No whistle. And it will be Lady Lion ball here on the baseline. Ruth to inbound. Having trouble finding a target here. Just going to have to lob it. We got a whistle. 5 seconds this time. No timeout saving them this time. It's a 5 seconds. And it's Lakeway ball. They'll get another crack at it here as they try to again bring this back to one possession. Lakeway's come oh so close, but still so far. Here's a shot blocked again by Crocker. West drive to the basket was blocked away by the Lions. Candy down the line here to Ruth. Ruth chased down by Shelton. Shelton going to get in front of it, out to the half-court line of Ament. Ament will be fouled, and we're going to the line here. You've not been able to buy a foul here tonight when it comes to driving to the basket, being underneath. We've had 8 fouls in this quarter. A lot of them have just simply been hand checks. We've been on that one, but not underneath. So that'll be the 5th here on Bovinglow. And unfortunately for Lakeway, she'll foul out of this one. Desperate times call for desperate measures, but unfortunately, she'll foul out here in this final minute. Laya Thier will take her place for the time remaining. Ament at the line here. These are big free throws. Make just one, turns it into a 3-possession game. Just 52 to go. First one up for Ament, good. Ament makes good on the first, 9 points now. Now trying to put herself in double digits. Second one up, good. 10 points for Ament. And a 7-point lead. 8 points, 47-39. Lakeway needs something quick here. Need to try to preserve some time on the clock. Ball tip, but Miller picks it back up. Off to Shelton. Shelton inside. Back out to the right baseline now. Spins back toward her left. Off to Miller. Ball is ripped away by Ruth. Ball's loose on the floor. Everybody's on it. Jump ball. Arrow is with Lakeway. So Lakeway still holds it here. Now 34.6. And again, they just need to get something here quickly. Need to give yourself some time. Miller on the right wing. Going to Tolbert. Now to the corner west. Inside, they'll go to Thier. Thier, the shot from about 7's no good. And rebounded by Candy. 23 seconds here. Lakeway should foul. They will. Addison West will foul Ruth. Should pick up her third, and Ruth take her first trip to the line here. Chance to make it a 10-point lead. Lakeway trailed by as many as 17, brought it back to 4. But unfortunately, looks like they're just going to fall a little bit short. The comeback bid this is not meant to be tonight, although Ruth does miss the first, so hold that thought. Still a sizable lead for the time remaining, but won't be a 4-possession game. Second one up is good. Ruth with 13. Down the floor comes Shelton. Shelton to the left wing. Off to Miller. Miller, pump fake. Inside the 3-point line, now over to Thier. Thier driving baseline. Steps out of bounds with it. Crocker ball. Needed a 3-pointer, really. Still trying to drive to the basket. They'll still come up and guard full court here. Lob comes into Candy. Candy down the floor. York has it. York off to Ament. Ament, nobody in front of her. Left side layup is good. And that'll just make it our final score, a double-digit win. The Crocker Lady Lions, they hold off a scare from a very game Lakeway here tonight. They win this one by 11. Final score 50-39. So our first team in the championship, it's all set for Friday. We'll see who plays the Crocker Lady Lions here in just a few moments, but for now, we'll wrap this one up. We'll come back in a couple minutes. We'll go over your books. I'm sure head coach Tom Bildner will make his way on up here. And of course, again, we'll get you all set and ready to go for our final game of the night. Again, your final score, Crocker 50, Lakeway 39. You're listening to the Class 2 District 9 Girls Semifinals here on 97.9 The Source.
At Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert or visit edmorrisfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morris today.
In sports, success is measured in the number of points scored, in games won, and in championships earned. At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, and being there when you need us. In fact, 9 out of 10 people surveyed with a claim would recommend Shelter to a friend. Shelter Insurance. Wear your shield. Wear your shelter.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Are you tired of all the games that other furniture stores play? At Paul's Furniture, we've got the biggest name brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. You come in, you're going to see that price on it. The next time you come in, it's going to be the exact same price because we always have the best deals, the best prices, and the biggest name brands with free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the #1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Or if you're tired of the games that others play, come see us at Paul's Furniture.
get the good stuff 7 days a week at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue, and get the Napa know-how. Wintertime driving is tough. You don't want to wait to get caught off guard. That old saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, certainly applies to wintertime driving. Napa batteries, windshield wipers, jumper cables, battery chargers, all the good stuff to keep your vehicle looking and running its best is what you'll find at your Napa parts store. St. Robert Auto Supply open 7 days a week just off Missouri Avenue.
First time all your...
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573.
And back here once again, the Lakeway High School Gymnasium. Our first contest in the books. The Crocker Lady Lions, the first team to stamp their ticket to the championship game. They hold off the Lakeway Lady Hornets 50-39. Connor Harbert here with you, 97.9 The Source. Joining me now, Crocker Lady Lions head coach Tom Bildner. Coach, for a while there, it looked like it was going to be a bit of a scare, but your girls able to hold off a very game Lakeway squad here tonight. Give me some thoughts on tonight's win.
Right, at halftime, I think we were up 11 points. And I always preach, try to win every quarter. You know, if you win every quarter, obviously you're going to win the game. I think we broke even probably pretty close on both those quarters because I think we were 11 at half, and I think we ended up with a lead with 11, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, we're real proud of the girls. This is 2 years in a row that they get to play for the district championship. Last year they played Iberia. So we'll just have to sit back today and watch this next game and then get a game plan for Friday.
Yeah, and so take me through here, of course, we talked about it before we went on here. Take me through the start of the second half because I questioned it on the air if it was intentional or not, but
yeah,
you guys ran a pretty clever trick play, so kind of walk me through that.
We've tried that 2 or 3 times this year, and first of all, you have to have the jump ball at half. Yes. And then you have to go out and set it up, get out there early. The other team kind of fell for it like they were going the wrong direction, and our girl just cut to the basket and got a layup. So that was a design play, but it was first time all year it's worked.
And so, of course, your girls tonight, you had a bit of an interesting whistle there, more hand check fouls than kind of shooting fouls. And I think it really speaks to the grit of your Lady Lions that they were able to kind of push through, didn't really lose a step aggressively on defense. How do you kind of approach a game like that?
You know what, inside it got pretty physical in there. And, you know, we preached to them, hey, girls, you know, you just got to go in there and fight. Block out, fight, and you can't be the person that gets pushed around. And that's happened to us a couple games this year. But today we went out there and had a little more fight into us and played a little bit more physical basketball.
And so, of course, we are, waiting the final team in the championship game. We got the 2-3 coming up next, Iberia and Richland. How do you think you match up against either side?
Right. Well, you know, Richland beat us really bad the other day at Crocker. We were 1 for 19 from 3. We didn't shoot very well. The surprise fact about that game is we only had 11 turnovers. When they pressed the whole entire game, and you would think if you only had 11 turnovers against a team that presses all the time, and they're good at it, that you'd be right in it. But when you shoot 1 from 19 from three-point land, you're in trouble.
And, of course, Iberia as well. You know, everybody, when you talk about Iberia, you talk about their height. They are a squad of athletes. And, of course, they're defending district champions as well, so they got someone to fight for.
Yeah, so, Iberia, they're going to probably come out in their little triangle and 2. Seems like that's his go-to defense, and I'm assuming they'll guard Moss and Cardo's girl. And the other girls, from Richland, when that happens, they just got to step up and hit shots if they want to win. But on the other side, Iberia, if they want to win, they're going to have to hit some shots also, because they're either going to, Richland's either going to play a 3-2 zone or 2-3 zone if you break the press. And then you have to be able to pass the ball around and get open shots.
All righty. So, of course, once again, congratulations, Coach, on the victory, and we will see you in the championship game on Friday.
Thank you very much, and I hope I'm back up here talking to you Friday.
Absolutely. Well, once again, head coach Tom Bildner of the Crocker Lady Lions, they're victorious tonight. They win by 11, 50-39. We'll take ourselves another couple minutes. We will come back. Thank you, Coach. And we'll get you all set up for our final contest of the night. The 2-3's on the way. Should be a very fun contest. Richland and Iberia coming up. You're listening to 97.9 The Source.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.domino's.com.
Choose a career that's not just a job, but a calling. At Phelps Health, we're dedicated to continually improving our patients' lives, our communities, and our organization by providing high-quality, accessible health care. Phelps Health serves over 200,000 residents in South Central Missouri and offers a comprehensive benefits package, including paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and hourly pay starting at $15. Visit phelpshealth.org/careers. Phelps Health, beyond better health.
I love my quiet time.
I love the big game.
I love the beach. I love my dentist. That's right. He's totally awesome.
At our office, you're not just a patient, you're family. Where good oral health and fun are both number one.
At St. Robert Family Dental, we make sure your entire family is treated just like our family. Invest in a brighter tomorrow. Schedule a professional in-office visit at St. Robert Family Dental Center today and like us on Facebook.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
I grabbed my coach's headset. We are back here at Lakeway High School. It's been a night, I'll tell you what. Of course, our first game in the books here tonight. The Crocker Lady Lions stamped their ticket. They are the first team to move to Friday's championship game. They defeat a very game Lakeway Lady Hornet squad tonight, 50-39. Of course, Connor Harmon here with you, 97.9 The Source. Quick scoring, though. Quick scoring look. Of course, we didn't go over the books here for you, but taking a look at double-digit scores tonight, Crocker had 3 of them. Olivia Hayes had 14. She led all scorers here tonight. Emma Ruth with 13. Lexia Ment had 10. Meanwhile, for Lakeway, Adrian Miller had 13, and as did Olivia Bovinglow. Each one of them kind of took a half to themselves today. Adrian Miller had a great first half. Unfortunately, the scoring kind of fell off in the second. And, of course, Bovinglow had herself a great third and fourth today, although she does foul out in the final minute of the contest. So we await to see who is the final team to join Crocker in that championship game. We've got the 2 and the 3 coming up next. And, of course, this one will be a game that carries a lot of intrigue. Of course, the defending district champion, the Iberia Lady Rangers, last year kind of made a surprise run to the championship game. Nobody really expected them to be there, but they found their way in, defeated the Crocker Lady Lions in that championship game before, of course, losing in the sectional round. But they'll have to get through a very good Richland squad to do it. Richland, of course, another team that kind of surprised some people. They've got very talented underclassmen. and some height inside as well. I think the story of this game will be physicality inside. Who's going to win the battle on the blocks, especially as we do have the same ref crew, so I imagine we'll still kind of continue on with the same kind of reffing. They're going to let them bang around a little bit in there. You're going to have to be tough. You're going to have to be physical to get those shots off. But, of course, Richland, they are the two, 19-7, trying to get to that championship game. So we take a look. Richland 19-7. They have won their last 8 games now with that win over Plato back on the 19th. Iberia is 16-10 on the year. And, of course, the last time these two teams met was not too long ago, back on February the 12th, and it was a 12-point Richland win. And not a very high-scoring contest, though. 43-31 in favor of Richland. So Iberia maybe a bit of a chip on their shoulder here tonight. They want to get that win back. And, of course, the win this time around would mean a whole lot. Something also worth to note, the last time Richland lost was also to the Iberia Lady Rangers. That was actually in a tournament setting at the Russellville tournament. So these two teams, you can't look at prior results and say that's going to be the result, because each one of them has knocked off the other here in this campaign. In fact, you want to go back all the way to November 29th. I forgot about this matchup as well. These teams met in the Frisco League tournament, and it was a 40-33 win for Richland. But still, both sides have beaten the other this year, and so we'll throw all prior results out the window. We'll just get ready for what's coming up here and now. Let's take ourselves one final time out. I got to catch my breath. Of course, like I said, I've been all over the place here today. And again, apologies for the technical difficulties. We did miss the first half of that Crocker Lakeway game, but looks like we're good to go here for this one. Let's take a couple minutes, catch my breath. We'll come back, and we'll get you all set again. Wait, Iberia and Richland, spot in the championship game on the line. You're listening to the Class 2 District 9 semifinals. 97.9 The Source.
This February, love your drive with Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville. They have offers just for you that are absolutely irresistible, like cash back and cash allowances on 2024 Silverados and Equinoxes. Plus, rates as low as 1.9% on select 2024 models will make your heart race. Don't wait. Fall in love again at Lowe Chevrolet and love your drive like never before. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville, and online at lowechevy.com.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Town & Country Supermarket is proud of the products and services and savings they offer their friends and families, like eClub. Sign up today and keep up to date on special promotions and events. Log on to tcmarkets.com and find every store's weekly ads right at your fingertips. Print off coupons to save even more money. Check them out on Facebook. Browse recipes too. Town & Country Supermarket is proud of the area youth and proud to be a part of their communities.
In our close-knit school community, every student is valued and respected. With small class sizes and a supportive atmosphere, we foster a sense of belonging and encourage students to explore their interests. Whether it's through extracurricular activities, sports, or through partnerships with WCC Go Caps or local universities for dual credit opportunities, we provide ample opportunities for growth and self-discovery. At Richland School District, we embrace traditions, accept new challenges, and surpass expectations as leaders in rural education.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $1 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Students come and students go. Some start at the elementary level and continue in the same district until graduation. Others move in, some move out for a variety of reasons, but usually it's the parent's job that facilitates a family's move. Whatever the reason, the Iberia School District welcomes all students. At Iberia, students get the best possible education from a staff of dedicated teachers, coaches, and an administration that cares about the product they send out every May at graduation. Whether it's continuing their education in the military or the 9-to-5 world, the Iberia School District is proud of their Rangers and Lady Rangers.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me. But you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment, call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating, offering the best service throughout the area.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
And back here once again at Lakeway High School, where we are just about to get going. Our second semifinal of the night, Class 2 District 9, as we're announcing starting lineups here. Tressie Brown will start for Iberia. Meanwhile, Shauna Looney will get the start for Richland. Next starter out for Iberia will be Jalen Piggott. Mallory Moss will get the call here for Richland. Aislinn Bauer will once again get the start here for Iberia. Richland will start Andolyn Wands. And of course, your next starter for Iberia will be Alexa Rowden. Good to see her back in the lineup, of course, after taking that nasty of Monday's game. Final starter out for Richland, that will be Lexi Burns. It'll actually be Cameron Cardos. Lexi Burns also does start. And then, of course, that final starter for Iberia will be the 6-footer Kay Humphrey. So, same starting lineups for these two teams as what we saw on Monday. For Richland, it'll be Looney, Moss, Wands, Burns, and Cardos. For Iberia, it will be Brown, Piggott, Bauer, Rowden, and Humphrey. This one should be a physical contest. Lots of athletes, lots of size for both these teams, but I think this game might be decided by guard play there as well. We'll have to see. We'll have to get going here. Spot in the championship on the line. Opening tip's going to be won here by Iberia as Jalen Piggott sends it on over to the right wing. Back to Piggott now. Three-pointer over the top of Burns. Too hard, no good. Rebounded by Moss. Connor Harwood here with you tonight, 97.9 The Source. Glad you could join me here for this one. Andolyn Wands takes it at the volleyball line. She'll pass it on over to the left wing, Looney. Now over to Cardos. Cardos off to Wands, back to Looney. And into the corner, Cardos. Cardos going to take an open three. That one rattles out. Rebounded, though, by Burns. She'll try to go back up. No, she'll go back out beyond the three-point line. She'll toss it off here to Wands. Wands, top of the key here. Three-pointer for Cardos. No. And it's rebounded by Humphrey this time. Both teams coming up empty. Their first possession. Iberia coached by Mike Austin. Richland coached by Brandon Robertson. First year as the coach of the Lady Bears. What a job he's done. Three-pointer from Rowden from the corner. That one's too short. And rebounded by Cardos. Of course, Iberia, as I mentioned in the pregame, defending district champions, trying to go for 2 in a row. Need 2 back-to-back wins, though. Richland trying to continue on that long winning streak that started after a loss to Iberia. Lob coming inside here. Ball thrown too high for Burns, although it's touched by Humphrey on the way out. It'll stay Richland ball. Richland to inbound. Lob comes into Burns. Burns, one dribble through Rowden, front of the rim, falls off, and rebounded by Bauer. Richland didn't get the friendly hop there. Iberia has it. Bauer will give it off here to Piggott. Already 90 seconds gone by in this first quarter. Again, these two teams typically don't play high-scoring games against each other. Both times Richland's ended up on top. Winning score has been in the 40s. Here's a three-pointer, though. Aislinn Bauer from the wing for three. Of course, when Iberia won, they were able to get into the 50s. But neither one of these teams necessarily known for lighting up the scoreboard. They like to play a controlled kind of style of basketball. In fact, Iberia averages 54.2. Richland averages 51.6. But both teams average wins by double digits this year. At the half-court line, Andelin Wands. We get Memphis boys basketball tonight on our second screen. Top of the key here, inside to the free throw line. Burns spinning to his left. Has a wide open layup. Burns to the line for two. By that I mean, she's got the layup for two. So Burns will bring it back to one now. 3-2, 5:30 left to go in the first. Brown off to the right wing and into the corner. Brown. Lob comes into Humphrey. Humphrey guarded by Cardos. They'll try to get it back up to the top of the key. It's stolen. And we'll get a foul here on Rowden, as she will foul Mallory Moss. That'll draw the chance here from the Richland student section. Richland traveling well tonight. Again, the foul's on Rowden. Her first, team first. Wands comes across half court. She'll give it on over to Looney on the left wing. Richland trying to take their first lead of the game here. Again, 3-2 our score after 3 minutes. Moss, top of the key. Just going to take the long three. Nothing but net. There you go. First lead of the game comes from the hands of Mallory Moss. 5-3 in favor of the Lady Bears. Brown, left wing here. Back out to Bauer. Bauer off to Brown. Brown going inside to Humphrey. One dribble, double team. Back out to Bauer. Bauer, the lob, back to Humphrey. Humphrey swings it on out to the right corner. Rowden for three. No, too short. Long rebound. First one to get there is Mallory Moss. Open space in front of her. Rowden behind her. Foul from behind. Mallory Moss heading to the line for two. This time we're definitely going to the line here. Didn't misspeak this time as the foul is again on Rowden, who picks up her second. And again, team second. Get our game's first substitution here in a moment. I presume for Rowden, as Moss hits the first. So Chloe Edwards will check in. No, it's not going to be for Rowden. It's actually going to be for Kay Humphrey. They'll trust Rowden out there for now. But be careful. Pick up a third. That's probably it for the half. Second free throw is no good. 4 points, though, for Moss, and a 3-point Richland lead. To the left elbow here. Edwards fouled by Cardos. Richland won the travel call. They didn't get it. Instead, Cameron Cardos is going to pick up her first personal. First team foul here. Iberia to inbound from the baseline. Rowden going to lob one up. Piggott there to handle it. Guarded by Looney to the left elbow. And out to the wing now. Here's Bauer to the corner. Tressie Brown for three. The tie? No. Shot way too hard. Good box out there. And Cameron Cardos brings it down the other way. Long pass off to Looney on the left wing. Driving through, middle of the lane. The runner is no good. Too far to the right. Rebounded, though, by Burns. One dribble, back out to the wing. Wands' pass to the top of the key is stolen away by Piggott. Piggott working against numbers here. Goes to the right side. Fouled by Moss. She'll miss, and she'll go to the line here for 2 free throws. Again, like I said in the pregame, expect some physicality between these two sides. We've already seen 4 fouls in 4 minutes. This one's picked up again by Moss. Her first. At the line here, Jalen Piggott, who misses the first. That'll keep it 3-4 now. Best Iberia can do at this point is 2. Second free throw is good. So Piggott on the board with her first. And again, 6-4. Favor Richland halfway through quarter number 1. Moss across, gets a screen from Cardos. Goes to the corner, now on to Wands. Wands looking inside to Burns, didn't have it. Instead, she'll go wing to wing here. Cardos to the free throw line. Burns, foul from behind. Foul called on Piggott. Team foul number 3. Again, we're going to get lots of fouls on the floor. Our shots are a different story. At least if it holds from what we had in the first game. Edwards going to be tagged for the foul here. But you got to adjust. Ball comes inbound to Looney. Top of the key three. Too far to the right. Rebounded by Brown. Checking in for Richland, by the way, was Monica Smith. I believe she replaced. She's not on the floor anymore. I believe she replaced Wands. Yep. Here's Piggott going up to it. Foul. We're going to the line. Hell. Or we might just get calls all across the board here. Foul's going to be called here on Cardos, who picks up her second. So two very good players already in the books with two. Piggott heads back to the line. Hits the first this time. 2 for 3 from the stripe. Second free throw here for the freshman Piggott is also good. So Piggott 3 for 4 now, 3 points total. And we're tied back up here at 6. 3:25 to go here in this first. 15 minutes to the top of the hour. 7:45 our time. Glad you could join us here on this Wednesday evening. Left side here, Monica Smith. One dribble to the right wing. Cardos, catch and release three. Too far to the right. Air ball. Rebounded by Edwards. Iberia trying to take their second lead of the game here. Up the right sideline comes Brown. They'll pass it around the perimeter here into the corner. Aislinn Bauer for three. Got it. Aislinn Bauer, her second three of the game. 6 points for her now. 9-6. Lady Rangers out in front. Looney again on just shy of the left wing. Off now to Smith. Cardos Burns working high-low inside. It's going to be Cardos who takes it. Now she'll give it on over to Burns. Burns going to bring it out to the left wing. Nobody to throw it to. Now hits Cardos. And Cardos will recenter the basketball, and Richland will essentially reset to the left corner. Looney back now to Cardos, and she'll back it out once more to the half-court line. 2:15 to go now in the quarter. Smith, right wing to the free throw line. Burns. Burns squares up to the basket. Back out to Smith on the wing. Wing to wing, on over to Cardos. Deep three, front of the rim. Rebounded by nobody yet. Eventually picked up by Iberia. Down the right sideline comes Piggott. Might have traveled. Off to Edwards. Edwards on to Bauer. Bauer on the wing. Back out now to Brown. Thought Piggott might have taken an extra step there. Wasn't called. Now to Rowden. Rowden, the pump fake. Back out to the volleyball line here. Brown. Right elbow. Out to Rowden. Open three. Yes! Alexa Rowden, her first three of the game. In fact, it's the third three here for Iberia in this quarter. They've doubled up Richland here in this first period. 12-6. 90 seconds to go. Smith, wing-to-wing pass. Dangerous one. Stolen by Rowden. It's a one-on-one. Cardos gets back. Rowden, the layup is good. Alexa Rowden's got 5, and it's an 8-point Ranger lead. 14-6. Richland trying to get back in it. Another steal here from Iberia. That one was stolen by Bauer, and now a foul called here on Richland. I believe this one's going to be picked up by Burns. Trying to get it back. Instead, picks up her first personal. Team fourth. And Iberia has a chance to get a double-digit lead here on Richland in the first. Of course, a double-digit lead in the first quarter, not necessarily safe. We almost saw that in the first game here tonight, but obviously would mean a lot for the momentum. Here's a foul from behind here. We're going to the line. Shauna Looney couldn't stop herself. Runs into the back, I believe, of Piggott. And Piggott's going to get a few more free throws here in this first quarter. She's already got 4 of them. She'll take 5 and 6 here. Again, the foul's on Looney, her first. First one's up and good. Piggott missed her first free throw on the day, but she's hit 4 in a row now. 9-point game, 15-6. Second one on the way now. Up and no good. Back of the rim, but rebounded by Moss. So 4 points for Piggott, all from the line in this one. 9-point game. Moss across half court here. Going to go on over to Cardos. Cardos off to Looney. Looney, top of the key, Smith now. To her right, drives on in. Layup is good. Count the bucket and the foul. No, they're going to say it's on the floor. Absolutely no continuation from our officials tonight. There is no way that's called on the floor any other gym in this state. She was about midway through the air, but the foul's going to be called on Bauer, her first. Oh, my. My. Here's a three-pointer, Mallory Moss. Good. Well, ball don't lie sometimes. Moss hits the three. She's got 7 now, 15-9. Hate to sound indignant, but man, there's no way that one wasn't on the shot. Brown over to Piggott. Still 25 seconds left to go in the quarter. Rowden for 3, back the other way. Might have been tipped. Richland has the rebound. Smith on over now to Cardos. Cardos quickly down the right sideline. Over to the opposite side of the floor. Here comes Looney to the free throw line. She'll bring it up top of the key. Still 10 seconds to work with. Looney on over now to Smith. Smith back to Looney. Looney drives around Piggott. Middle of the lane. Throws a shot at the backboard. Missed it. Rebounded by Iberia. Rowden one dribble. 3/4 court shot. Well short. 6-point game here at the break. So 15-9 our score as we head on into the second. It's the 3-seed Iberia. They lead the 2-seed Richland back in 60. The Class 2 District 9 girls semifinals, 97-9 the Source. Time for the second quarter here in Lakeway. Of course, our second semifinal of the Class 2 District 9 girls side of the bracket. Iberia holds a 6-point lead. Final points of the quarter scored by Richland on the Mallory Moss three-pointer. But Richland with a little bit of work to do here. Got to get back into this one as the higher seed. Of course, hunting for that 20th win of the season. Connor Harbert here with you tonight, 97-9 the Source. Richland to start the quarter with the basketball. Cardos inbound. She'll toss it into the backcourt here. Mallory Moss to come across. Cardos, Moss, Smith, Looney, and Burns on the floor right now here for Richland. On the floor for Iberia, you've got Piggott, Brown, Edwards, Rowden, and Bauer. Here's Moss, volleyball line. Guarded closely by Brown to the right wing, Smith. Cardos now. On to Smith. Smith guarded by Bauer. Drives to her left. Gets all the way in, but left the layup long. Ball's loose on the floor. Hands on in on it. We'll get a jump. Arrow points with Iberia. They'll take it back the other way here. Richland coming up empty on their first possession. So Iberia takes over. Iberia led tonight by Aislinn Bauer with 6. Alexa Rowden has 5. Jalen Piggott has 4. Meanwhile, Richland, they are led by Mallory Moss with those 7 points. Lexi Burns has the other 2. Ball comes inbounded here to Brown. Brown will get a pick. They'll run a bit of a pick and roll here to get it across half court. Rowden at the top of the key. Trying to get it to the corner here. Bauer having to try to save it. She does. Ends up in the hands of Rowden. Piggott now on the right wing. Back to the corner. Bauer for 3 over Cardos. Left it short. Rebounded though by Edwards. She'll be fouled. And Iberia's heading to the line once again. It'll be Edwards quickly to the line here in the first. This one's going to be called on, looks like. Lexi Burns, her second. And now we'll get the first free throw up and good. Edwards, her first point tonight. Again, coming off the bench in this one. Placed Kay Humphrey midway through the first. Has been in ever since. Hits the second. 2 for 2 from the line is Edwards. 17-9. Back out to that 8-point advantage. Largest lead of the game for Iberia was 9. Richland led briefly by 1. That was at 3-2. Looney, top of the key, left side on over to Smith. Again, Iberia looks like that triangle and 2 zone, by the way. Heard Coach Bildner talk about it between games tonight. Looks like that's what they've got going on here at the moment. Moss over to Looney on the left wing, into the corner Burns. Burns looking for 3, got it! Lexi Burns for 3 to go with her previous 2. And that'll bring the lead back to 5 here, 17-12. Ball's loose on the floor. Stole it away from Brown. Nope, she'll get it back. And Iberia will break the press. 3-on-1 fast break, although Bauer is going to slow it down and throw it back up to the half-court line on to Brown. Brown will be fouled. The hand check foul incoming here on Shauna Looney, who picks up her second. Looney will pick up foul number 2, team foul number 2. Bring it on over to the sideline for Piggott to re-inbound. To Brown and back to Piggott. Now to the corner, Bauer. Piggott again. Right wing, Brown. Lobbing it on into Rowden. Rowden looking to go to work on Cardos. Shot from the right block. Rimmed out. Caught the unfriendly hop, and we'll get a foul off the rebound as well. Foul's going to be charged here to Chloe Edwards, her second. Going to catch her leaning. The push from behind is what they'll call. So we now get a sub here. Kay Humphrey in for Edwards. 6:07 left to go in the half here. 17-12. Moss on back now to Cardos. Cardos on to Smith. Smith to Looney. Looney coming to her right, to the wing, over to Cardos again. Cardos going to re-send to the basketball. Now quickly going to the left corner. Looney, big pump fake, takes the long two. Left it long, rebounded by Bauer. Now a pass stolen away here by Looney, spinning to her right. Right block, lost control of it, but she's going to get bailed out. A foul here. Push called on Iberia. Foul on Iberia. I believe that one was called on Bauer. Yep, that's Bauer's second. Mitchell inbound from the baseline to Burns. Burns, one dribble, out to the wing. Good box out, good closeout there from Piggott to get a hand on it. Bauer on over to Piggott. Piggott wing to Brown. Rim, but fell through. Rowden's got 8, and the lead is again 8. 20-12. Got a sub incoming for Richland. Andolyn Wands will check in on the next dead ball. Looney takes it on the right wing. Cross the court pass. Smith with it now. Now on back to Cardos. Cardos trying to drive all the way through. Count the bucket and the foul. Looked eerily similar to that previous call, but this time they're going to call it here on the shot. So Cardos will get the 2, and she'll get a chance to make it a 3-point play. Foul was called on Aislinn Bauer. Bauer's going to pick up her 3rd. Looks like that might be it here for Bauer, at least for now. Kaya Yoakum to the scoring table. Free throw, though, is missed. So Yoakum will have to stay there for now. Right side layup, missed it long. Rebounded by Humphrey. Humphrey will put it through. Humphrey with the good follow-up and the putback. They'll match bucket for bucket. Back to 8, 22-14. 4.5 to go here in the first half. Moss to Looney. Looney will bring it to the left side of the floor, on to Wands. Wands standing top of the key, wing to wing, on over to Cardos. Cardos, the deep 3. No, way too hard. Might have been good from NBA range that time. Rebounded by Iberia. Piggott coming on through the middle of the lane. Off the right side of the backboard. Might have been tipped by Richland. They give chase as it heads out of bounds. It'll stay with Iberia. So in comes Kaya Yoakum. She's going to replace Bauer. Again, Bauer coming out of the game with 3 personals here. So Rowden inbounds it to Piggott. Piggott left alone. She'll take the 3. Nothing but net. Richland not covering Piggott off the inbounds pass. And it's an 11-point lead for the first time tonight. Richland trails by double digits. Cardos going to hand it off to Looney here. How does Richland respond here to trailing by 11? They're going to go for the lob into Burns. Push from behind. Been our most consistent call here tonight, and that's going to be a foul on Humphrey. They're catching Iberia. They're catching Richland, leaning on in, trying to apply some weight. Here's a ball inbounded to Burns. Burns, count the bucket and the foul. So Burns using the height there that time. Getting to the basket, off the lob. Sinks the layup, and again gets that free throw as well. We'll have a timeout taken, though, by Richland. Foul, by the way, was on Alexa Rowden, who picks up her 3rd. 2 very important players for Iberia, picking up 3 personals. 3:49 left to go in the half. 9-point game. Richland at the line. You're listening to the Class 2 District 9 semifinals here on 97.9 The Source.
Lakeway R5 schools are proud of the academic success of their youth. Hard work and dedication of the students is what it takes to achieve goals. The Lakeway R5 schools are dedicated to the education of their students, and the teachers and administration work hard to prepare them for the future. Lakeway R5 schools encourages students to be involved in school activities. This message of support brought to you by Lakeway R5 schools.
If you are seeking employment and love working around children, the Plato School District is looking for you. The Plato School District is currently seeking qualified applicants for bus drivers and sub-bus drivers to drive routes. To apply for this or any other open positions, all you need to do is go online to platorv.org. Click on the menu button and scroll down to Employment. Online applications are available. Positions and descriptions are outlined. The Plato RV School District is an equal opportunity employer.
We're back here at the line, and one free throw for Lexi Burns. After the Richland timeout, 25-16. Free throws up, free throws good. Burns completes the play. She's got 10 now tonight. By that I mean, actually, she's got 8 tonight. Apologies there. Add the points twice, but 8-point game, 25-17, 3:35 to go now. Iberia still leads here by 8. Piggott looking for the 3. Another rainbow shot, missed it off the rim, rebounded by Yoakum. She'll go back up, missed it again. Humphreys got the shot, she's blocked from behind. Another shot, missed that one, and it's finally rebounded by Burns. Burns going to kick it on to Moss. Moss, the pass down the floor. Wands, left side layup, left it long. Out of bounds on the rebound. Last touch here by Burns. Richland missing a big opportunity there. 1-on-0 fast break. Missed the layup left. Kay Humphrey, right block. Shot off the backboard, no good. Rebounded here by Edwards. Now a foul called here on Richland. So Edwards going to head to the line here. Fouls on Lexi Burns, who picks up her 3rd. Got 3 players now with 3. All some very important players. 1 for Richland, 2 for Iberia, but Edwards misses the first. Edwards 2 for 3 from the line tonight, 2 points total. Of course, those came from the free throws. Lexi Burns will check out now. Monica Smith back in. Second free throw is good. Edwards will go 1 for 2. She's got 3. Back to 9-point game, 26-17. 3 minutes left to go in the half. Moss across to the left wing. Into Wands. Wands guarded by Edwards. Brings it to the left elbow. To the right wing, Cardos. Back inside, we go to Smith. Going to square up to the basket. Kicks it back out to Looney. And to the wing again, Cardos. Wands with it. One dribble. Back to Cardos. Looking for 3. Going to be too far to the left. It's rebounded eventually by Piggott. Iberia trying to take that double-digit lead again. They've led by as many as 11. Yoakum, left wing. Gets it on over to Edwards. Edwards out to Piggott. Piggott back to Brown. To the free throw line, Humphrey out to the right wing. Piggott left open for 3. No, way too long. Richland has the rebound. Trying to save it, and they'll say no. Her foot was on the line. Cardos. So Iberia will keep control after the missed 3. Yoakum to inbound from the baseline. Goes to the corner. Brown with it. A couple dribbles. Guarded by Moss. Across the court, she'll throw it to Yoakum. Back over to Piggott now on the right wing. Top of the key, Brown. Brown, the runner through the lane. Hard off the backboard. Another loose ball rebound. Eventually brought back in by Iberia. To the right wing. Kaya Yoakum for 3. No, too short. Good box out there. Monica Smith has the rebound. Able to get in front of Humphrey there. Under 2 to go in the half. Moss pushing it hard down the floor. Almost has it stripped by Brown, but she'll keep control of the dribble. She'll go to the top of the key. We'll get another Richland sub here. We'll see Brooklyn Moore for the first time in this game. Next dead ball. Smith to her left. Now to the corner, Looney. Looney to Smith. Smith on to Moss. Again, triangle and 2 being played by Iberia. Moss driving on through. Get around Humphrey. Missed the shot, though. Rebounded by Edwards. We'll get a jump, and that's going to keep Richland the basketball. We'll draw some jeers from the Iberia side of the crowd here tonight, but Richland will get another crack here, trying to get back to 7 or 6. And they've trailed ever since. This game was a 5-3 score. Looney, 2 Wands. Back to Looney again. Right wing, she'll back it on out once more. Now a pass into the corner here to Moore. Moore going to quickly throw it over to Wands. We'll get a foul. They'll say Piggott got the arm of Wands. And that'll be team foul number 4. No, team foul number 5. I think we're shooting free throws. Here call. No, excuse me. That's a foul on Iberia. No, they're leading, and they have 5 team fouls, so we're going to the line here. Andolyn Wands will shoot 2. I had to register that for a second. But that was a 5th team foul on defense as our referees now get together and talk about it. Should be going to the line, yeah. Now we'll set it up here. It's Wands will shoot. Again, the foul was on Jalen Piggott, picks up her first. Wands' first free throw, line drive shot, back of the rim, no good. Wands looking for her first points here. Richland has not shot well from the line tonight. Now just 1 of 5 to start this game. Second free throw is also no good. 1 of 6 now from the line. Ball out of bounds off the rebound. They'll say it was touched by Richland on its way out, and it's Iberia ball. Iberia to inbound, goes into Humphrey. Humphrey off to Brown. Brown will bring it up the left sideline. Now cuts back to her right to the wing Piggott. Lob to the left block. Edwards brings it down, going to be fouled to the line for 2. Foul will be called here this time on Monica Smith, who picks up her first. Will be team foul number 4 here called on Richland. Edwards shooting 2. First one up, no good. It's about to say Iberia shooting a little bit better from the line here tonight than Richland. That's still the case, but Edwards does miss the first here. Second one up, second one good. Edwards is 4 for 6 from the line. All of her points still from the free throw line tonight. Double-digit lead again here, 27-17. We're under a minute to go. Moss to the right wing. Going to hand it off to Moore. Moore might have traveled with it. No call. Passed it off to Moss. To the free throw line, Smith again. Out to Moore on the wing. One dribble. Back up the sideline here to Moss. 40 seconds left to go in the half here. Moss now going to slow it down. Hard pass to the left wing, Wands. Wands almost lost the dribble here. Picks it back up, though. In some trouble. Just going to go for the free throw line. Finds Smith. Smith trying to drive on Humphrey. Spins back out. Left wing 3. Line drive for Wands. No good. Sent it off the front of the rim. Rebound of Edwards. Now we'll get a foul from behind. And that's going to bring us all the way to the other side of the floor. An inadvertent bump there for Monica Smith. Just ran into the back there of Edwards. That'll send her back to the line. Kind of had a no contact, kind of allowed kind of half. Edwards, first free throw up and good. Edwards, her 4th trip to the line tonight. She's now 5 for 7. Sank the first, second one up, also good. Make that 6 for 8. Edwards with 6 total. New largest lead of the game here. It's 12, 29-17. Cross half court here, Moss. Screen set by Cardos. Moss off to Smith. Smith on to Cardos. Cardos, a hard pass to the corner, Wands. On to Looney. 5 seconds left to work with here. Cardos on to Smith. Smith going to drive to the elbow. Pass is tipped, picks it back up. Need to get something off here. Cardos' half-court shot is no good. Richland a bit out of sorts there in the final 30 seconds or so, and Iberia carries a 12-point lead into the break. So another double-digit halftime lead. But right now it favors the 3-seed Iberia. Trying to go for our first seeded upset on the girls' side of the bracket. 3-2 is not a huge upset, but we'll still move on over to the second half. Let's take a couple minutes. I'll get my books in order. We'll talk about it. We'll get you all set up for the third. Again, your score, 29 Iberia, Richland 17. You're listening to the Class 2 District 9 Girls Basketball Tournament, 97.9 The Source.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why our agents work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Isn't it time to check Shelter out? Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Would you like a job with a 4-day work week? How about great benefits? I've got some great news for you because the Stoutland R2 School District is hiring bus drivers now. Starting pay at $22.43 per hour for a 4-hour workday, along with paid life, health, dental, and long-term disability insurance benefits. Applicants must possess a valid Missouri CDL with passenger and school bus endorsements or the ability to obtain them, as well as pass a drug test and a physical. For more information or to apply, visit stoutlandschools.com. Children's education is important, and you can help get them there.
Hi, I'm Gina Hillhouse with Heritage Bank of the Ozarks. We are committed to our neighbors. When you bank locally, our local dollars are invested in our local communities with local lenders and local decisions. With locations in Camdenton, Plato, and Lebanon at Heritage Bank, we are genuinely neighbor-serving neighbors. Member FD.
Loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
WIC is here to help your growing family thrive. WIC is a supplemental nutrition program providing healthy foods, free nutrition education, and community referrals. If you are pregnant or have a child under the age of 5, you or your child may be eligible for WIC. With a card to use at the store and more fruit and vegetable dollars, it's a great time to be on WIC. Call the Pulaski County Health Center at 573-774-3115 to learn more. That's 573-774-3115. This institution is an equal opportunity provider.
You didn't think it would get this far. It was an innocent mistake. Your attorney will fix things eventually, but right now you got a bigger problem. You need $5,000 to get out of jail, and you don't have a clue how to get it.
Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Compassionate, professional, and serving you 24/7. When legal trouble strikes, call 573-855-4733. That's 573-855-4733. Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Historic Route 66, Waynesville.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's year-end blowout time at Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, and with that comes the best selection of new Toyotas we've had for some time, including over 50 new Tundras either on the ground, on the way, or being built. Plus 2023 gas model Tundras have up to a $1,500 Toyota financial incentive. Or check out the 3.9% rate available on 23 model Tacomas and Highlander gas models. In total, 300 new Seeger Toyotas to choose from. 54 years of Seeger Toyota experience, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from your Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart, and 24/7 at SeegerToyota.net.
36 months with proof credit expires January 2nd, 2024.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Saying goodbye to those we love is made a little easier. Just knowing your memories are safely kept at cemetery. This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Burial at our Sunset Memorial Estates provides the respect and personalized ceremony families expect and offers many options to military families, including personalized monument selection. For more information, contact Memorial Chapels and Crematory.
And back here once more at the Lakeway High School Gymnasium. We are at halftime. 4 minutes left to go in our halftime period. Right now, it's the 3-seed Iberia that leads. They lead the 2-seeded Richland Lady Bears. Score 29-17, a 12-point Lady Raider advantage. Connor Harbert here with you tonight, 97.9 The Source for the second straight semifinal. We've got that double-digit lead. Obviously, still plenty of time left to be played, and if we learned anything from that first game, a double-digit lead can evaporate. Iberia is going to have to come out and continue to play as well as they have if they want to secure this win. But let's go ahead and take a look at the scoring numbers from that first half. As we first take a look here at Richland, after one, just 9 points for the Bears, 8 points in the second. So, again, 17 first half points. Leading the way right now, Lexi Burns. She's got 8 here at the moment. She's 0 for 1 from the free throw line. A big story in this one is Richland at the line. Just 1 of 6 here at the moment. So that's 5 points. Could have brought that lead back into single digits if you hit those free throws. But Burns, still a good first half. She's got 8, although has to watch the foul situation as she's got 3 here at the moment. Mallory Moss has 7. She's 1 for 2 from the line. And then you have Cameron Cardos with 2. And she's also 0 for 1 from the line. Again, 9 first quarter points, 8 in the second quarter. Again, 17 first half points. Now we take a look at Iberia. Iberia, 15 first quarter points, 14 second quarter points. We kind of had similar quarters there, but that does work out well for Iberia. They have a 12-point lead here. Nobody in double digits just yet. But leading the way, Alexa Rowden. She's got 3 personal fouls, but she also has 8 points. Also kind of leading the way right now for Iberia is Jalen Piggott. She's got 7 here at the moment. 2 players with 6, Aislinn Bauer and Chloe Edwards. But again, Bauer, 3 personal fouls. Edwards has 2 here at the moment. Edwards has been the beneficiary of a lot of fouls tonight. All 6 of her points are from the line. She is 6 for 8 here tonight. And then Kay Humphrey has 2 here in this one. So again, how do the teams adjust to that first half of action? As we saw there, everything's being called here tonight. We've seen a couple grazes being called. They're watching for contact. And again, I hate to say it, I really wanted to kind of see them let them go here. These two teams, again, very stellar athletes, very physical teams. Haven't gotten that kind of game here tonight. So both teams going to have to adjust. Do they keep looking outside? We know both teams have sharpshooters as well, especially Iberia. The three-pointers have been falling for the Lady Rangers here tonight. But if you're Richland, you start looking for more threes from Cardos. I know she didn't really have the first half she was looking to have here tonight. Do you look for Looney some more? Do you especially look for Mallory Moss, who can hit three-pointers a lot of different ways? There's lots of things you could ask, but of course, Coach Robinson, Coach Austin will see what they've done here at the halfway point to try to lead their team here to victory. Hey, just a programming reminder as well. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. Boys semifinals coming up for you. Of course, we'll start off with the one-seeded Eugene Eagles. Of course, Eugene 23-3 on the season. They'll be taking on the 5-seeded Stoutland Tigers, who pulled off the upset of 4th seed Vienna. Should be a fun one. Again, 6 o'clock start. Our second semifinal, we'll see another 2-3 here as the Newburgh Wolves take on the Crocker Lions. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, Friday, Saturday, we've got the championship games as well. Just one game a night. I heard somebody say, I wish both championships were on the same night. Me too, brother. But we'll have the one on Friday, and we will have the one on Saturday for you. Then we'll move on to sectionals with the girls' side, with the boys' side. As many teams as we can on in to that sectional round. But hey, let's get to it here. Iberia with the basketballs. We start the third. Looks to be starters on the floor here for the Lady Rangers. Looks to be starters as well for Richland. Again, several players out there with 3 personals, including the player with the ball right now, Aislinn Bauer. Right elbow Humphrey to the wing. It's over to Piggott. Back to the corner. Aislinn Bauer for 3. Left it long. Rebounded by nobody. It's out of bounds, but last touch by Piggott. It's Richland ball. A 12-point lead can evaporate in a hurry, so nothing set in stone just yet. Can't get down on yourselves if you're Richland. Lob coming inside here. Burns back out to Cardos. Long 2-pointer. Foot was on the 3-point line, but missed it short. Rebounded by Humphrey. Humphrey the outlet here to Bauer. Bauer will hand it off to Brown. Brown guarded by Looney. Off to Bauer now on the left wing. They'll go back up to the half-court line. Over to Piggott. Right side here, Rowden. Rowden to the corner. Piggott just going to take the 3 here. Good. No help defense that time to take over for, I believe it was Looney there at the top of that zone. And Piggott able to put it on through. 15-point lead. New largest lead of the game here to start. 32-17. Cardos, right elbow, steps all the way through. Gets to the basket. Cardos has her second basket of the game. Back to 13, 32-19. Bauer right sideline, floats one to Brown. Brown on over to Piggott. Piggott, nice dump to Humphrey. Humphrey shot blocked by Cardos, but gets it back. Now she'll be fouled. And she'll head to the line here. Humphrey was blocked at the point of release there by Cardos. Never actually let go of it, so just took it back up. And Cardos picked up the foul. That's Cardos' third. Humphrey shooting 2. First one up, no good. It's Humphrey's first trip to the line. She's got 2 points tonight. She'll go up for the second here. Good. Humphrey goes 1 of 2, 3 points total, 33-19. Moss down the middle of the floor, 7 points here tonight. Last basket was a deep three-pointer. Iberia knows this. They're guarding way ahead of the three-point line. Here's a ball tipped out of bounds. Rowden almost picked off the pass of the wing, but Richland takes it sideline. Cardos off now to Wands. Wands, Cardos. Cardos to the right wing. Gonna hand it off here. Moss coming hard to her left. Now Wands. Wands to her right. Off to Cardos, who takes the deep three. No, short. Rebounded though by Burns. Burns rips it away, puts it up and in. Lexi Burns, your first Lady Bear in the double digits tonight. Not the first player total. Adequate. Burns now has 10. We're back to 12 here, back to where we started, 33-21. Piggott to the right corner. Hits Piggott in stride. Layup, no good. Rebounded by Burns. Now a foul across the arm here, charged to Iberia. Iberia will pick up their first team foul of the half. Second foul called here on Piggott. So we get a quick Richland sub here. Monica Smith checks in, replacing Wands. Again, 33-21. Played 2.5 minutes here in this third. Our final half of basketball here tonight. Moss off to Looney, left corner. Trying to go back up the sideline. Brown got a hand on it, pushed it out of bounds. Went down in front of the Richland bench. Cardos sends it in to Smith. Started by Rowden. Wing-to-wing pass over to Smith. Smith seeing some space, tries to drive through the lane. Pass tipped off the wing. Rowden got a hand on it. Again, we go out of bounds on the sideline, but again, it stays here with Richland. Rowden just looking for that wing-to-wing pass to steal. Almost got to that one as well, but Richland continues on here, hunting for that maybe momentum-building basket. There was, again, the wing-to-wing pass. Looney has it, though. Right side, Burns. Hard pass inside. Cardos, nicely done. Got around Humphrey. Cardos with 6. Timeout taken here by Richland. It's a full timeout for the Lady Bears. They've brought it back down to 10. 33-23 with 4:49 left to go in the third. Take 60, come right back. You're listening to the Class 2 District 9 Girls Semifinals. 97.9 The Source.
At Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert or visit edmorrisfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morris today.
In sports, success is measured in the number of points scored, in games won, and in championships earned. At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, and being there when you need us. In fact, 9 out of 10 people surveyed with a claim would recommend Shelter to a friend. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For a free insurance review,
for auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Iberia up the floor here coming out of the timeout. It's Alexa Rowden, left corner, three-pointer, nothing but net. Connor Harbert here with you, 97.9 The Source. Richland taking the minute timeout. But Iberia brings it the length of the floor and puts it on through for, again, a 13-point lead. 36-23, 4:30 left to go here in the third. Lexi Burns, hard pass inside to Cardos. Cardos finishes off another one. Cardos has had a good quarter. She's now up to 8 points. 36-25. Cardos 6 points for the quarter. Had just 2 in that first half. Here's Brown. Brown, the lob to Humphrey. Open on the left block. Good. Iberia just moving it down the floor quickly. Got around the full court press of Richland. 38-25. Moss, hard pass, left wing. Cardos, ball on the floor here. Drives through traffic. Might get a travel. Yep, that'll be the call. Cardos trying to create contact. Instead, ends up being called for traveling. Couldn't penetrate the double team that time. So Iberia takes over. Again, they've led by as many as 15 in this game. Inbound here to Brown. Brown up the center of the floor. Got by Looney. Almost traveled with it, but got away with it. Bauer on to Brown again. Brown guarded by Looney to the right wing here. Cross to the opposite wing. Left elbow, Rowden. Rowden, one dribble, mid-range jumper. Missed it off the backboard. Long rebound brought in by Piggott. To the corner now. Brown driving right baseline. The floater, no good. Rebounded by nobody. It's a jump ball. That arrow is back with Richland. 3:26 now left to go here in our third. In darkness outside. We've been at it for about 3.5 hours now. And by that I mean 2.5 hours. Our first game, 6 o'clock tonight. Again, our first team to the championship, the Crocker Lady Lions. Cardos, long 2, rims out, rebounded though by Smith. Smith's got the putback. Her first 2 points tonight, 38-27. Both teams trading baskets here at the moment, but here comes Brown down the left sideline. Off to Piggott in the corner, one dribble, back to Brown now. Brown looking for the lob to Rowden, didn't have it, instead they'll go to Bauer. Now Bauer gonna try to hand it off, but she traveled first. And Richland takes over. Another chance for the Lady Bears to get back to single digits. That's the first step right now, I think, if you're Richland. Just get it back to just a couple possessions. Then you can worry from there about closing the gap and officially getting back into this. Moss, top of the key, going to her right. Going to bring it all the way in. Got tied up, but a foul's going to be called. And it's going to be 2 free throws here for Mallory Moss. Foul's called here on. Can't read. I think that said Aislinn Bauer. Nope, they'll flash it. Chloe Edwards gets called for the foul, her third. Moss takes the first free throw. Good. Moss now 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 8 points total. Trying to make it 9 in a 9-point game. A few dribbles at the line. Comes set. Shot up. Good. Hopped off the rim, but fell through. Again, Moss with 9. And we're back down to 9. 38-29. 2:38 left to go in the third. Bauer to the left wing. Now to Rowden. Rowden, top of the key, Piggott. Opposite wing now, on over to Brown. Brown, one dribble. Here comes the lob to Rowden. Rowden turns around. Gonna throw up the shot, well long. Rebounded though by Edwards. Missed the shot, but is fouled. Edwards back to the line here. Edwards, well, she's been taking some free throws here tonight. Of course, fair play to her. She's been working hard inside. This will be free throws number 9 and 10. Sinks the first. Now 7 for 9 tonight. All of her points have come from the free throw line. Just narrowly missed the and one there. Takes the second. Good. Let's make it 8 now for Edwards. Gonna have to extend my free throw cell here in my scoring book tonight. Just took so many of them tonight. 40-29. Richland driving on through. Monica Smith, right wing 3. Got it! Penetration created some space, and Smith hits the 3, brings it back to 8. Now 40-32. Piggott off to Rowden now. Rowden driving center of the floor. Left wing, Bauer. Bauer one dribble, back to Brown. Under 2 to go now in the third. Off to Piggott. Piggott for 3. Rainbow shot. Off the rim. Falls out. Rebounded by Moss. Moss lost it, though, and it's picked back up by Bauer. Bauer on to Piggott. Inside. Right block. Rowden will turn around. Throw the shot long. Rebounded here by Edwards. Edwards out now to Brown. Long possession here. Iberia missed a couple shots, but have gotten it back. Rowden for 3 now. Right wing. Good. Rowden with 14 with her latest 3. And it was a short trip into single digits. Now it's 11. 43-32. Back to where? Nope, excuse me. Not to back to where we started the half. 1 point fewer here as we get some contact. No call either way. Ball comes back to Richland, though. Here's Monica Smith for 3. Got another one. Back-to-back threes for Monica Smith. Timeout taken here by Richland. Iberia tried to take the charge. Ball ended up loose on the floor. Call went neither way. Cardos picked it up, sent it on over to Smith, who was standing all alone on the right wing, and Smith buries that three. We're back to 8 once again, 43-35, with 1:09 left to go here in the third. This one's not over by any stretch of the imagination. An 8-point lead, 2 3-pointers. Well, you're back down to 2. Obviously, Iberia, they've played well. And as we saw with Crocker in that first game tonight, you have to close it out. Crocker almost let Lakeway get back into it. Again, what was a 17-point lead became 4 before Crocker pulled out the 11-point win. Looking for a second maybe potential comeback here tonight. We'll see what happens here. Either side, I think, would be a worthy challenge to Crocker on Friday. Of course, we didn't even look to see how each team matched up with the Lady Lions. Of course, Richland holds a win over Crocker. Of course, we talked with Coach Bildner in between games about that. Apparently, Crocker going very cold from deep in that one, but Iberia, I believe. We'll check on them here when we get a short pause. Iberia with the basketball. It's Jalen Piggott on the right wing. Under a minute to go now in the third. It's top of the key, Piggott on to Rowden. Looking inside for Edwards. Didn't have it. Rowden will pull it up now to the corner, Bauer. Back up the sideline here to the wing. Rowden inside. Going to throw the shot hard off the rim. Rebounded by Edwards. Edwards will be pushed from behind. 2 free throws. Nope, they'll say it's on the floor. Are they going to say that one's on the floor or on the shot? They're going to say it's on the floor. I was going to say, I think that one's most likely going to be called on the floor. But the foul is called on Lexi Burns, who picks up her 4th. By the way, Iberia, they lost to Crocker by 2 earlier in the season. Might not have been the only meeting. Actually won by 2 in the Frisco League tournament. So Iberia re-inbounds the ball here. Piggott on the wing. Brown in the corner. 1 dribble. Arcing pass out to Piggott. Guarded by Moss. Now again to Brown. Brown cuts inside. 2 Rowden on the block. Shot through Cardos. Off the rim. Missed it. Rebounded by Edwards. Had it stripped by Looney, but picks it back up. Gets it back out to the wing. Now 15 seconds left to go in the period. Another pass inside. Edwards catches it. Puts it on through. Edwards, her first shot from the field. Gives her double digits. She's got 10. Back to 10. 45-35. 5 seconds left to go here. Off to Looney in the corner. Trying to get it back to Cardos. Ends up in the hands of Moss. Richland's not going to get a shot off. And it's 10 points here after 3. So 1 more quarter left to be played tonight. 1 last spot in the championship game. Who will face Crocker? Will it be Iberia or will it be Richland? We'll find out in 60 seconds. 8 minutes left to go. You're listening to the Class 2 District 9 semifinals. 97.9 The Source.
Are you tired of all the games that other furniture stores play? At Paul's Furniture, we've got the biggest name brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. You come in, you're going to see that price on it. The next time you come in, it's going to be the exact same price because we always have the best deals, the best prices, and the biggest name brands with free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the #1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Or if you're tired of the games that others play, come see us at Paul's Furniture.
Get the good stuff 7 days a week at your Napa Parts store. St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue. And get the Napa know-how. Wintertime driving is tough. You don't want to wait to get caught off guard. That old saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, certainly applies to wintertime driving. Napa batteries, windshield wipers, jumper cables, battery chargers, all the good stuff to keep your vehicle looking and running its best is what you'll find at your Napa Parts store. St. Robert Auto Supply open 7 days a week just off Missouri Avenue.
1 quarter left to play tonight. 10-point Iberia lead. A trip to the championship game on the line. 3-pointer Aislinn Bauer off the rim. Falls out. Rebounded by Cameron Cardos. Connor Harbert here with you tonight. Iberia leads Richland 45-35. Do we have some 4th quarter magic here for the Lady Bears? Or, for the 2nd straight year, are the Lady Rangers moving on into that district championship game? For the 2nd straight year, will we get Iberia and Crocker in the championship game? Last year, it was Iberia winning that district championship. Their title defense so far has gone rather well. Top of the key, Looney on to Burns. Burns tonight, 10 points. Monica Smith had back-to-back threes in that 3rd quarter. She'll toss it to Cardos. Cardos, long 3, too hard. Rebounded by Rowden. One dribble. And now to Piggott. Piggott moving toward her right. To Brown now. Up to the corner. Bauer. Pass was tipped. Loose. Stolen by Burns. Burns lost it. Stolen back by Iberia. Here comes Edwards. Trying to go through Cardos. Shot is... I do not know about that one, but it's going to be a foul. Iberia's going to the line. Foul's on Cardos. They're going to say it's a push. I don't think there was enough body to warrant that one, but it's going to be number 4 here on Cardos. I thought it was rather clean, but it's Edwards at the line. Again, Edwards, who's taken a lot of free throws tonight. Free throw number 11 falls through. She's 9 for 11. Does miss one. She's now 9 for 12. Edwards again with 11 points tonight. 46-35. Cardos going to float one to Burns. Burns moving on through. Hook shot, good. Burns with 12. Back to 9 again, 46-37. Brown at the volleyball line here to Piggott. Piggott one dribble to Brown. Brown driving baseline here. Goes to the block. Off to the left block. Edwards high off the glass and in. Edwards with 13 off the bench now for the Lady Rangers. 48-37. Iberia has been able to hold firm here at about this 11-point line. Cardos, left block. Back out to Looney. Looney, top of the key here, Smith. Smith onto the corner, Cardos. Inside to Burns, foul from behind. Charge here to Edwards. That'll be number 4 here on Edwards. As again, we start to see some players racking up the fouls. We've now got 2 players before. You've got Cardos on the Richland side, and you've got Edwards now on Iberia. Moss to inbound. Goes up top of the key to Looney. Now to Wands on the left wing. And again off to Looney. Looney on over to Cardos. Cardos a hard pass. Top of the key again to Wands. Trying to go inside to Burns. Couldn't hang on to the pass. It's stolen by Piggott. Piggott will get it on back to Rowden. Rowden on to Brown. Brown will pass it across here. Back to Piggott. Rowden now. Left wing to the corner. Bauer. Pump fake. Off to Rowden again on the left wing. Already 2 minutes, 20 seconds gone by. 5:40 to go in this game. Bauer, the pump fake. Almost got Moss to bite. Instead, she'll drive on through. Shot no good. Rebounded by Cardos. Hung on the rim for an eternity, but fell out. Now a pass down the floor is stolen back by Rowden. Richland a little bit too out of control on the fast break. Threw it right back away to the Lady Rangers. Bauer, left corner, going for the 3. Got it! Bauer all day to shoot that one. She's got 9, 14-point game, 51-37. 5 minutes to go. That clock starting to squeeze just a little bit more here. Still plenty of time, though, if you start getting some shots to fall. But you're going to have to grit up. 3-pointer, left wing. Good for Andolyn Wands. There's one. Wands with her first basket of the night, and that'll lead us to a timeout taken here by Richland. Richland will take their 4th timeout of the game. They'll have 1 remaining, I do believe. And this one's also going to be a full timeout. We're back in 60. You're listening to the Class 2 District 9 Girls Semifinal here on 97.9 The Source.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.domino's.com.
And we're back to it here. On the left block, Chloe Edwards fouled. 2 free throws more for Edwards as we get back to it here. And I think that's number 5 here on Cameron Cardos. The foul is going to be on. I believe they thought they only flashed the 1. But regardless, they never put it up on the board. If that is number 5 on Cardos, that's a big loss. First free throw was good for Edwards, and she'll sink the second here as well. So count them both for Edwards, who now has 15 points tonight. The foul was not on Cardos. It was actually on Shauna Looney. Cardos thought it was on her. She came out of the game accordingly, but she's already back to that scoring table. Moss on the drive, hands it off to Burns. Burns, 10-foot shot, good. Burns will match back the other way, 14 now for tonight. 53-42, 11-point game, 4:20 to go in this game. Rowden on the right corner. Top of the key, Bauer here. And back on over to Brown. Brown guarded by Moss. Richland coming up and guarding here, but now it's Bauer on the wing. Another open three. Got that one too. Aislinn Bauer with some clutch shooting down the stretch. That's back-to-back threes for her. And again, 14 way through the fourth. Smith on the wing. A one dribble, now to Looney. Near the volleyball line, back to the wing Smith. On to Wands. Wands looking for her second three of the quarter. She's got that one. Andolyn Wands with 6 now. Both her threes have come in this fourth. Richland just not going away from this 11-point line. Long pass down the floor. Brown, the lob to Edwards. Ends up with it. On the left block, shot through Smith. Good. Edwards leading the way with 17 now. And again, coming off the bench here tonight. She's been working hard in there. Wands looking for a third three. No, this one's on the left side of the rim, but rebounded by Moss. Moss to the basket. Open right side layup. Good. Moss into double digits with 11. 58-47 now. Long pass down the floor, stolen by Looney. Looney able to keep control of it. Richland yet another chance to get back to single digits. They've been able to do it a couple times, but Iberia's been there to respond. Here's a strip, a steal. Iberia, the fast break the other way. Tressie Brown, nobody in front of her. Moss trying to chase her down from behind, but the layup is good. Brown's first 2 points tonight. Make it a 13-point game, 60-47. So again, Cardos waits at the scoring table. Kay Humphrey also in as well. She'll check in next dead ball. But as of now, it's a 13-point game. 2.5 to go. Wands, left wing. The lob comes into Burns. Burns through the lane. Missed it. Gets her own rebound. Goes back up. Fouled. 2 free throws incoming for Lexi Burns. So the foul's called here on Aislinn Bauer, who picks up her fourth. Team foul number 2. And it's Burns to shoot. First one's up. Good. Burns had an and one opportunity earlier in the game. Missed the free throw, so officially 1 for 2 now. We get some subs here. Kay Humphrey in. As is Cameron Cardos. Burns hits the second, 16 total points. Again, 11 points, 60-49. Brown to Piggott. Piggott across the way to Bauer. She'll bring it up to the left wing. Now throws it back up the sideline to Piggott. Back over to Bauer. Bauer has the lob to Humphrey. Humphrey the catch, the shot through Cardos. Got a hand on it. Rebounded by Rowden though. She'll miss it. Rebounded by Humphrey. She'll miss it. Rebounded by Rowden. Rowden will finish that one off. Just passing it amongst themselves off the backboard. But eventually Rowden will finish the shot. She's got 16, 62-49. Circus shot from Moss back the other way. Kind of just threw that one up, but somehow got it to go. 62-51, now a foul here on Moss. Trying to strip it away from Piggott. Moss will pick up her second. Personal second, team third here for Richland. Under 2 to go. Again, it's a long shot at this point, but still, 2 minutes can take a long time. Bauer to the left wing here, and back out to Piggott. Piggott moving to her right here, guarded closely by Moss. To Brown, over to Rowden. Rowden off to Piggott, to the left side here, Brown, and into the corner here, Bauer. Bauer off to the left block. Humphrey, one dribble, back to Brown, over to Piggott, and the right baseline, Rowden. Piggott now again on the right baseline. She's going to find on the left block, Bauer for 2. No, missed it. Rebounded by Humphrey. She misses it. I think it was Burns who got a hand on that one. Will eventually get a jump here. Arrows over to Richland. The clock's continuing to run. They're letting the clock run. They let about 5 extra seconds run off the clock there before we get a timeout taken by Iberia. So Iberia will take their first timeout. The clock did not stop after the whistle. We're not getting any protests from the Richland side, but I know I saw it, and you might need every second of that. We have a minute timeout. We'll keep it right here. Guess we'll let bygones be bygones. But Richland's going to need some quick shots back the other way. You're trailing by now 4 possessions. You can go for 2. At this point, 2 would make it a 3-possession game, but you can take an open 3. That'll certainly speed up the process a little bit. And then, of course, you got to play some stellar defense back the other way. Of course, aggressive defense has been met with a whistle here tonight. It's just not been one of those kinds of games. But you kind of have no choice. Of course, sending Iberia to the line is a possibility at this point to try to stop that clock. Moss, top of the key, on to Looney. Again, 1:13 left to go in the game. Lob comes in here to Burns. Burns to the right block, steps through, misses a shot off the backboard, rebounded by Humphrey. Humphrey off here to Brown. Brown being chased down by Looney, trying to steal it, picks up the foul instead. Looney picks up number 4. So Looney tagged with her 4th foul tonight. Team foul number 4. And it's Brown to inbound. They'll find Brown. On to Bauer. Bauer lost the dribble. Just kind of lost it there. It rolls out of bounds. It's Richland ball with 59.2 here on the clock. So again, whatever Richland needs, they need it fast. Moss down the middle of the floor, trying to drive around Brown. Goes all the way into the basket. Layup. Got the foul. Gets 2 free throws. That'll work. Took 6 seconds. Stops the clock here for some free throws. But you got to make your free throws here. Foul was called on Alexa Rowden, who picks up her 4th. 3 Iberia players now, each with 4. But, again, under a minute to go. Moss missed the first. Again, Richland shooting 50% from the line tonight. 5 for 10. Second free throw. That one is good. Moss with 14 tonight. 10-point game. 62-52. Here's Piggott. Going to pick up the dribble. Off to Rowden. Rowden got across the half-court line. Rowden had it stripped, but Bauer's there to pick it back up. Out to the wing and over to the left side, Brown. On to Humphrey now. Humphrey working outside the 3-point line. She'll pass it around the perimeter again here to Piggott. Piggott dogged by Moss. Now on over to Rowden here. Richland, I think they're trying to pick up the foul. They aren't getting it. And now eventually Rowden will hit the floor, and Richland will get that foul they were looking for. What a weird time to just kind of swallow the whistle there. Moss stopped playing like she thought she had got the foul called. But it just didn't come. But eventually Moss will pick up the foul. It's her 3rd. Team 5th, so at the line here, it's Alexa Rowden. Rowden's first trip here tonight. First one's up and good. She'll tie Edwards at the top of the scoring table tonight with 17. And can take the lead here with the second free throw. Again, this one might be done and dusted. Second free throw for Rowden's no good. Rebounded, though, by nobody. Jump ball. Burns had her hands on it. Humphrey did as well. It's arrow to Richland. 26 seconds to go here. And a double-digit lead for Iberia. Just 25 seconds from that spot in the championship game. Here's Cardos. Cardos, top of the key, 3 is no good. Short. Rebounded by Bauer. Bauer immediately fouled by Wands. 17.2 here on the clock. We'll go all the way to the other side of the floor. Wands will pick up number 1 on her. And again at the line here, Aislinn Bauer. 12 points tonight. He's hit several shots from beyond. First trip to the line, first shot, good. So, for the second straight year, Crocker and Iberia for your district championship. Here in a couple days. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded here by Richland. Cardos down the middle of the floor, going to hit Looney. Looney on the left block, goes to her right, swaps sides, high off the glass, good for 2. It'll be a Pyrrhic victory here, but we'll get a foul. No, we'll get a timeout taken by Richland. Richland's going to take their final timeout here with just 6.7 here on the clock. So, again, not much to do here at this point. 30-second timeout. Iberia will inbound the basketball. We'll see if Richland fouls or not, but this one will be in the books. You'll have the 1 and the 3 going at it this year. Either saying Crocker or Iberia out of District 9. Tell you what, Iberia always kind of seems to fill that wild card role, and they've done it again this year. Maybe a little more high profile than last year, but they've got it done here again. Rowden to inbound here from the baseline. They'll lob it up the right side. Piggott has it. Piggott will dribble this one out, and so your final score, Iberia to the district championship game. They defeat the Richland Lady Bears. Final score, 64-54. We'll take a couple minutes. We'll see if head coach Mike Austin makes his way on up here, and we'll wrap this one up here tonight. But for now, we take a couple minutes. Your district game is set. Your championship game should say. Again, your final score, Iberia 64, Richland 54. You're listening to the Class II District 9 Girls Championship here on 97.9 The Source.
Choose a career that's not just a job, but a calling. At Phelps Health, we're dedicated to continually improving our patients' lives, our communities, and our organization by providing high-quality, accessible health care. Phelps Health serves over 200,000 residents in South Central Missouri and offers a comprehensive benefits package, including paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and hourly pay starting at $15. Visit phelpshealth.org/careers. Phelps Health, beyond better health.
I love my quiet time.
I love the big game.
I love the beach. I love my dentist. That's right. He's totally awesome.
At our office, you're not just a patient, you're family. Where good oral health and fun are both number one.
At St. Robert Family Dental, we make sure your entire family is treated just like our family. Invest in a brighter tomorrow. Schedule a professional in-office visit at St. Robert Family Dental Center today and like us on Facebook.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
This February, love your drive with Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville. They have offers just for you that are absolutely irresistible, like cash back and cash allowances on 2024 Silverados and Equinoxes. Plus, rates as low as 1.9% on select 2024 models will make your heart race. Don't wait. Fall in love again at Lowe Chevrolet and love your drive like never before. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville, and online at lowechevy.com.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Town & Country Supermarket is proud of the products and services and savings they offer their friends and families, like eClub. Sign up today and keep up to date on special promotions and events. Log on to tcmarkets.com and find every store's weekly ads right at your fingertips. Print off coupons to save even more money. Check them out on Facebook. Browse recipes too. Town & Country Supermarket is proud of the area youth and proud to be a part of their communities.
In our close-knit school community, every student is valued and respected. With small class sizes and a supportive atmosphere, we foster a sense of belonging and encourage students to explore their interests. Whether it's through extracurricular activities, sports, or through partnerships with WCC Go Caps or local universities for dual credit opportunities, we provide ample opportunities for growth and self-discovery. At Richland School District, we embrace traditions, accept new challenges, and surpass expectations as leaders in rural education.
And back here once more at Lakeway High School, our Class II District 9 championship is set for the second straight year. We'll have the Crocker Lady Lions and, of course, the Iberia Lady Rangers. Iberia victorious tonight over Richland. Final score 64-54. Connor Harbor here with you again, 97.9 The Source. And joining me now is Iberia head coach Mike Austin. Coach, I believe this was the fourth meeting between you and Richland, and of course, with this win tonight, you even up the season series, but this one was the important one as you move on to the district championship game. Give me some thoughts on tonight's win.
Yeah, we talked about that. You know, when you play somebody 4 times in a year, there's no secrets. I mean, we switched up our defense tonight, and the girls went out and executed it really, really well. I can't say enough about Tressie Brown. Tressie, if we need to guard their best player, Tressie's the one that guards them, and she's just a tremendous, tenacious defender. And tonight, Chloe Edwards, I don't know how many points she had, but Chloe came off the bench and got several key buckets and hit some free throws tonight. Aislinn Bauer found her stroke. I don't know what it is about this gym, but we seem to shoot the ball pretty well here, and just happy to be able to come back on Friday and try and defend our district championship.
Yeah, Edwards 17 points tonight, Rowden 17 points, Bauer 12 points, Jalen Piggott 10, and of course Tressie Brown with that important fast break down the stretch. But for the second straight year, it's the Crocker Lady Lions. Last year, again, we talked about this I think on Monday. You guys were the wild card last year. This time a little bit more high profile, but again, you come in as the lower seed.
Yeah.
How do you think you match up with the Lady Lions? I know you guys have played twice this season. I was looking it up. It's been close every time this year.
Yeah, I mean, we played them in the Frisco League tournament, and we beat them by 2. Mm-hmm. And then in the regular season, they came to our place and got us by 2 at the buzzer. So I expect a very highly competitive game. Coach Bildner does a good job of getting his girls prepared. They play hard, but we match up pretty well. We might have a height advantage, but athleticism and all that, I think we're pretty evenly matched, and hopefully Friday it'll be a good game.
And before I let you go here, because I've heard this mentioned quite a bit, whenever teams talk about you in particular and your Iberia squads, they always mention the defense. The triangle and 2 defense, kind of, I think it was Coach Bildner who said junk defenses. So kind of take me through your defensive mindset here and what you got going on with the Lady Rangers.
Well, when you can't guard man, you got to do something. And I've never really liked running zone defenses, but sometimes you throw something different at a team that they've never seen it before, and it makes it kind of hard on them to get any offensive flow going. Tonight we did a triangle or a diamond in 1. We ran a triangle in 2. We ran a stick in 3, 1-3-1. We're going to do whatever we think is the best defense that's going to help us win. And if it has to be a junk defense, then so be it. That's what we're going to do.
Absolutely. So, again, congratulations, Coach. Second straight year, the Iberia Lady Rangers in the district championship. And, of course, we'll see if you can defend your crown on Friday.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Once again, that was Iberia girls head coach Mike Austin. His Lady Rangers victorious once again. They will get that chance to defend the crown as they take on the Crowder. Flashback to my hometown for a second. How about the Crocker Lady Lions? 64-54 here tonight. So before we sign off, quick look at the scoring books here tonight. It was a physical game, lots of whistles, lots of free throws here in this one as we take a look first. Let's go ahead and take a look at Iberia here, led by 2 players tonight. Chloe Edwards, 17 points, and again, most of her points came from the free throw line here tonight, which of course speaks really, I think, to how hard Edwards was playing on the block. You heard Coach Austin said, came off the bench. Really had it going on here today, but Edwards sank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 free throws, but also hit 3 shots from the field for 17 total. Again, Lexa Rowden, she finishes with 17 as well. Aislinn Bauer had 12, Jalen Piggott had 10, Kay Humphrey had 5, and Tressie Brown had 2. 29 points at the half tonight for Iberia. They lead pretty much wire to wire here in this one, and of course win by 10 tonight with 64 total points. But of course, Richland, they had 2 scores in double digits as well. They had Lexi Burns with 16, Mallory Moss with 14, 8 points for Monica Smith tonight, 6 points for Andalyn Wands, and 2 points for Shauna Looney. Richland, just unfortunately, fell behind too much too early. Of course, it was an 11-point game at the break, 12-point game at the break. They kept it pretty much at that 12-point line for the rest of the night. And so you got to say, well, if you don't have that slight misstep there between the I'd say I believe it was about midway through the second that this game kind of started to separate a little bit. If you don't have that little setback there, who knows how this one could have turned out, but ultimately going to fall a little bit short here tonight. Still think if you're Richland, you are very proud of this team and you look for the future. Most of these girls, a lot of the power players on this team are just freshmen and sophomores. So this is a Richland team that's going to be around for a few years. Again, 19-win season for Richland this year. Got to give them their props. They had an excellent year in 2023-24. But again, our district game is set, our championship game that is. It will be the number 1 seed, the Crocker Lady Lions. They take down Lakeway earlier tonight by 11, 50-39. They will look to, well, move on to that sectional round. Of course, against the defending district champions, Iberia Lady Rangers, who win this one here tonight. But tomorrow, we'll decide our boys' district championship game. We'll decide who's going to play on Saturday. Our first contest, we'll see the number 1 seeded Eugene Eagles for the first time here this campaign. Of course, do not see any of Eugene throughout the regular season as they are outside the Frisco League. But what I've been told, they're pretty darn good. So we will see what the Eugene Eagles have in store. Obviously, you got to be pretty darn good to win 23 times in a season. But they'll be taking on the number 5 seed, the very scrappy, very up and down Stoutland Tigers. And, the more I think about it, the more I realize that could be a game that could, if it kind of gets a little sloppy, if you start to move up and down the floor a little bit, that could benefit Stoutland. But again, we'll have to see how Eugene looks. Like I said, not too experienced with the Eagles. That'll be our first game. And our second game, of course, 2 teams I'm more familiar with. It will be the Newburgh Wolves taking on the Crocker Lions. Of course, both those teams winning pretty easily on Tuesday. So they're carrying a little bit of momentum each into the semifinals. So that is tomorrow. Girls Championship game on Friday. Boys Championship game on Saturday. We will start tomorrow's broadcast at 6 o'clock. 5:45 pregame for you, of course. And, of course, hopefully we'll have the internet up and running. So hopefully we'll be able to pick up right at the top. So I will see you then, but I think I've said what needed to be said. For Dan back in the studio, and, of course, big thank you to Dan for fixing our technical issues here tonight. I am Connor Harbit. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you here tonight. Until next time, you've been listening to the Class 2 District 9 basketball tournament here on 97.9 The Source. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
This February, love your drive with Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville. They have offers just for you that are absolutely irresistible, like cash back and cash allowances on 2024 Silverados and Equinoxes. Plus, rates as low as 1.9% on select 2024 models will make your heart race. Don't wait. Fall in love again at Lowe Chevrolet and love your drive like never before. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville, and online at lowechevy.com.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.